Ugh. Hey everyone, how is it going? Let me load up our questions from our patrons this week. It's been a long day. A long day. Let's get right into the Q&A this week. First, our patrons. So, first question we have is from Alex, and he said on our Patreon, any news on when we're going to get the Legend of Zelda CDI ports? And no. Obviously, I assume that's a joke question. Nintendo has distanced themselves as much as humanly possible from basically everything they do with the CDI. Be it the 3 Zelda games, be it Hotel Mario. They want no association with those games at all. They're just kind of one of those footnotes in Nintendo history that they'd rather just forget about. So, I'm sure it was a joke question, but we're obviously not going to get CDI ports. Nick S. Said, do you think that Nintendo will do anything special for the 1-year anniversary of Switch? Maybe a Direct. Personally, that's when I think they should do the next Direct, as it seems like the perfect timing, and it would be a great gift to the fans for Switch's 1-year milestone. Also, we need release dates for games like Mario Tennis Aces and other games coming out in spring. I think if we don't get a Direct on March 3rd, then it won't happen until April. Late April, just because Nintendo. I honestly don't think Nintendo's going to do anything special for March 3rd. I want to be wrong. I would love a Direct. I would love a big announcement of some kind. I just don't think, like, I think back on Nintendo's past with their anniversaries of their systems, and they generally don't do anything. I can't think of one specific anniversary that they've actually done anything with. I mean, sometimes we don't even get as little as a tweet acknowledging the anniversary of a console or a major game or something. Or even a major franchise. I mean, Metroid kind of went by without most of its major anniversaries even mentioned. So I think that Nintendo's not going to be having anything planned for March 3rd. As for when the next Nintendo Direct will happen, well, I don't know. I don't know if we're even going to get one before E3. Because, we're at the end of February. E3 is going to be like 3.5 months from the beginning of March. So there is time to squeeze in a Nintendo Direct. I just don't know if Nintendo's going to do that. They could. It feels like they should. It feels like there's a few games that you mentioned, like Mario Tennis Aces, that that are probably releasing before E3, and that we need some release dates for. But we don't really know anything at this point. So I'm just going to go the safe route, at least what I feel is the safe route, and not really put down a bet on when there's going to be a Nintendo Direct. I'm going to just assume we're not getting one until E3. The next big Nintendo event I'm looking forward to is E3. I think even like Mario Tennis Aces, they could just tweet out a release date and it'll become news. They've done this before. So, I mean, Nintendo Labo, even when that was announced, that wasn't a Direct. That was just an announcement of Nintendo Labo. So, that's my feelings. I would love to be wrong, but I feel like that's the most likely scenario. All right, let's get into the questions then from the commenters this week. Remember, if you have a question for me, please at Nintendo Prime ping me in the chat to guarantee I see your question. I usually see all the questions anyways, but if the chat starts moving really, really fast as I'm scrolling, I'll probably end up skipping questions out there that do not have the at Nintendo Prime tag in it. Let me scroll all the way up here. Superfly the guy. He was also the Alex guy, I believe, on our Patreon. It says Big Mac or Whopper. I'm a Whopper guy because I don't like mac sauce. I don't really eat either of them, but if I had to choose, it would be a Whopper because I like mayo and I don't like mac sauce. So, what if the haters dab back? Okay, they can dab back all they want. I guess I don't really care. Victor Diaz says, am I looking forward to Kirby Star Allies? Yes, I am. When does that release again? That's releasing really soon, isn't it? I'm looking up the release date quick. March 16th. So, yeah. Hopefully my tax return is here by then. My tax return still hasn't been approved yet. So, I heard that one of the main reasons my tax return isn't approved yet is because I have 2 kids on my tax return. And they are, they're taking their time to approve people who have kids on their things because apparently last year there was an issue where a lot of people were filing tax returns for kids that are dead. I know why people do it. They're trying to get more money, but man, that's not good. Let's just call that just what it is. That is just not good. So yeah, assuming I have my tax return by March 16th, I will be getting Kirby Star Allies because I want it, and I would love to play it for you guys day one. I'd say a midnight launch stream, but I think I'm gonna buy a physical copy, and chances are they won't. Well, I guess if I go to Walmart at midnight, they might have it out because I have a 24-hour Walmart. So I guess I could probably have it, at midnight, but. Because, I mean, my micro SD card's already full, so, like, I have to be really careful about my digital purchases until I get a bigger one. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like Kirby games. I've always liked Kirby games. They're just a good, fun time. It's one of those games you just play and just find yourself smiling the whole time. Not because it's difficult, not because it provides deep thought, just because it's just good old-fashioned fun. Let's see here. Flipdo, what games do I have on my Switch? I don't even have my Switch right in front of me to tell you. But there's like 22 or 23 games on my Switch. I might do a video someday where I'm like, hey, here's what's on my Switch. And then go through all my games. And then maybe even go through a list of games I'm planning to get at some point. Because I have a long list of games that I want that I currently don't have. So I can't really tell you because my Switch isn't right with me before. I've actually gone through this before. It's been a question I've gotten before. But maybe I'll make a video on it eventually. Let's see here. Zachary says, has anyone seen Elizabeth here recently? She was just on the stream not too long ago. Hey, super flatty guy. Let me, I just realized the chat's below the... Let me raise the chat up. I don't actually have any RumChata or any more of my stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do cap shots of this for the 9 and under, and I'll do like an actual shot glass, full shot glass for the $10 and up, 10 to 49, I think it is. So I'll just do cap shots for the under 9. Woo-hoo! Oh, man, that bit the tongue. So I need to follow it up with cherry. Cherry with cherry. All right, so anyone seen Elizabeth recently? Yes, I have seen Elizabeth. She's been on a couple streams, I think in the past week. I just stopped in really briefly and said hi. She hasn't been talking a whole lot, so I don't know if things are busy, if she has kids, or what's going on. I don't know. Life happens. I mean, I can attest to life happening over the past couple weeks, let me tell you. Let's see here. Superflat is guys talking about leftover fajitas. Fun fact, I had chicken fajitas for dinner today. They're really good. So let's see here. Zachary Sweeney's telling me to check Patreon. Why didn't you throw the question up earlier today or yesterday, man? Anyways, I'll check Patreon quick and get his question done. Remember, I always answer the Patreon questions before everyone else's. Zachary's just a little late to the thing. Holy crud. Zach's got a lot of questions. All right. So first he asked Big Mac or Whopper. I already answered that before. Whopper guy. PlayStation All-Stars or Super Smash Brothers. Is that even a question? Because PlayStation All-Stars isn't very good. And that's not just because of like personal character preferences or console preferences. It's just not a very good game. It's just not fun. So Super Smash Brothers. Twilight Princess GameCube versus Wii versions, GameCube. Switch Force, Zach versus Gabe. Oh man. Who's the one that has the annoying high-pitched voice? I like him. I know I just said his voice is annoying. But the one that's got the higher pitched voice, I like him. Whoever that is. Is it Zach or is it Gabe? I'm not sure which one it is. Because I never really pay attention. I just listen to the voices. I should figure that out, right? Because I know who Andre and Derek are at Game Explain. Gabe and Zach, I know are the guys at Switchforce, but I can't remember which one's which. Lastly, how are the kids? Well, let's start with the fiance, because she's not really a kid, but she's got the flu and pneumonia, and it's pretty nasty. She's really contagious right now. My 2-year-old, I think has the flu. My 4-year-old is okay. He was fine at least today. Seemingly okay. I'm hoping he doesn't get sick. The thing is, when you have an adult in the house that's highly contagious, chances are all the kids are going to catch it. My daughter, she's with her other dad tonight. We'll be back at 7 a.m. tomorrow. She's doing good. It's been a stressful week. You know, the fiance down and out. I'm almost 100%. I did use a little bit of my inhaler today with this for my asthma, but it's honestly not too bad. I'm probably at like 90 or 95%. I'm almost to the point that I'm probably not going to need this much after today. But we'll see. The test is going to be, I'm going to be working out, getting back to the gym coming up here. This weekend I'm hoping to hit the gym, because I haven't hit the gym in 2 weeks. And when I do that, that's going to be the big test and if my asthma's gone, because my asthma will clearly come on while I'm working out. So we'll see. Because I'm hoping the asthma's gone and I don't have to worry about it for the rest of my life. Fingers crossed. So yeah, everything's going all right. M. The Moon says, am I hungry? Nope. I just ate. I finished dinner about an hour ago. I was watching the Milwaukee Bucks game. That's why this thing's going so late. The game went into overtime. Milwaukee Bucks beat Toronto. But yeah. I'm actually not hungry for once, believe it or not. I actually ate my dinner before the live stream, instead of letting it just sit there in front of me staring at me. What a Derp Dog wants to know what you do if the haters dab back. I don't know, dab back at them. Just getting a dab off. Is that a thing? A dab off? I know some people might think like, oh, clap back, but that is like the clap back. The dab right back at them. I don't know. You threw up. What are you talking about? I didn't throw up. Creeper007 says, hey, is your body ready for Kirby Star Allies? It is. I am ready for that game. I am pretty pumped for it. Not as excited for it as I am Mario Tennis Aces, but I'm sure I'm going to have a good time. I'm sure I'm going to be smiling a lot. I smiled a lot when I played Kirby's Epic Yarn. I think I'm going to be smiling a lot when I play this game. Let's see here. Oops. Whoa. Where'd it go? There we go. What's my favorite Kirby game? Says Creeper007. My favorite Kirby game? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of Kirby games. I mean, obviously I have really, really fond memories of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I think any Kirby fan has fond memories of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. It's like one of the games that made you fall in love with Kirby. So Kirby Return to Dreamland is way up there. And I gotta say, it's kind of a toss-up between that and Kirby's Epic Yarn. I know that seems weird, but I don't know. It doesn't feel weird to me. Like, I really like Epic Yarn. I like the Yoshi and the Kirby version. So, yeah. And there was that one, I'm trying to remember. The one with the paintbrush thing going on. That was really fun. But the thing is, I don't have as many fond memories of that one, so I'm going to go Return to Dreamland and then Epic Yarn. But I've yet to really play a Kirby game I don't enjoy. Even like the pinball stuff, and like, I don't know. I've always just had fun with Kirby. Like Kirby, it felt like this franchise that you don't have to take super serious. You just enjoy it and smile. Let me see. Falcon Main 04. Do you think there will be a special direct on the anniversary of the Switch? That was kind of one of the questions we had asked on our Patreon. I don't think we're going to. I don't think Nintendo's going to do anything special for the anniversary because they've never really done anything special for their anniversaries of their consoles. But, you know, I would love to be wrong. Maybe we'll get a tweet and they'll mention, hey, today the Switch came out. Go buy it. But, yeah, I honestly don't think they're going to do anything. I think fans want them to do something because we always want to know what should we be hyped for next. Like, what should we be looking forward to for announcements next? Personally, the only thing I'm putting stock in is E3. Middle of June, that's what I'm looking forward to. If we get anything before that, I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. So, let me see. William Maybauer, I don't really believe the Smash rumor. Anybody with me? I mean, the thing is, the only way not to not believe is, one, you don't think Smash is going to come this year, and two, you don't think it's going to have any of the old content. Like, it's going to be a Smash 5, and they're going to take, like, 4 years to make it or something. I don't know. It's so much of a no-brainer to me that it's kind of like, regardless of if you trust Emily Rogers, regardless of if you like the rumor, it's kind of sort of what they did with Mario Kart, so why wouldn't they do it with Smash Bros. In year 2? And the thing is, because they did it with Mario Kart, I think we are going to get a Mario Kart 9 on Switch. I think we are going to get a Smash Bros. 5 on Switch. It's just going to be later. Or Smash 6, or whatever it is, whatever number it is at this point. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it would be a mistake to not release Smash Bros. This year, like a port with new content. I think it would blow up. I mean, look how well Mario Kart 8 performed. There's no reason not to. Nintendo will be leaving money on the table. I know people want to talk about greed and money grubbing all the time, but I mean, there's also just like general business sense. Why wouldn't they do something that they know people are going to buy up in the millions? So, yeah. Let me see. The Pokemon Smash Direct is called E3. Well, the one thing I will say about Pokemon is they have never, ever announced a Pokemon game at E3. Like a mainline Pokemon game. It's always been its own separate thing. So, I mean, we're talking 20 plus years of history here. I don't suddenly think that's going to change. I think Pokemon for Switch will be unveiled before or after E3. I don't think it'll be unveiled during E3. Like, if it's unveiled before E3, then it will be at E3. But, yeah, I don't think they're going to do it at E3. Even though I understand it's kind of like a milestone to have it on a home console, I just don't think... Like, the Pokemon Company is basically allowed to do whatever the hell they want to do. And since they've never used E3 as the primary platform, I don't think they're going to do it again this time. That's why I could see a Smash Bros. As being like a major announcement at, you know, to like cap off their video. Their little half-hour, 45-minute video they do at E3. Let's see here. Anyone playing E3 Bingo? I do E3 Bingo every year. We should probably have an E3 Bingo tournament. I should make a bingo card for everyone at Nintendo Prime, and we should have like a tournament. And or we all make our own bingo cards, and then we see who gets what. We just have to have them all submitted by a certain date. We'd obviously have to have some ground rules. But yeah, that'd be pretty fun. Let me see here. I'm just trying to scroll up. I think I missed some stuff. I'm just scrolling down. Duel Master says, you did 5th overall in the tournament last night. Nice job. I knew I was playing pretty good last night. My last 10 races, I wasn't too hot. I don't know if it was because I had too much to drink at that point, or I was just... I don't know, maybe I was getting bored of Mario Kart. That happens sometimes when I play it for a long session. But, yeah, I did 5th. That's pretty good, right? I'm pretty happy with that. We had a lot of people. We had over 50 people participating. So to place 5th out of 50, like 50 people from our community, that's pretty good. Let's see here. Christian country boy, I love Jesus Christ. What an interesting YouTube name. All right, man. Or lady? I guess a boy. I guess I can call you man. You say boy in your name. What do you do with your money? It's a very interesting question. What do I do with my money? I mean, what I do with my money really isn't anyone's business. But I pay bills. I raise my family. I buy equipment. I buy food. I live. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't have, like an office. I have an office, but like I work from home. I might like a separate building. You can ask what's going to happen with like the E3 funds. That's a fair question. But that's already been explained in the past. So, but yeah, what do I do with my money? That's such a weird. It's like kind of a personal thing, isn't it? Like, what do you want me to do? Show you my bank statements or something? Like, that's not gonna happen. Anyways, moving on from that interesting question. Be Righteous in the house. Hey, man. Haven't seen you at our streams very much lately, so nice to see you here. Major sales on the Nintendo Switch games and accessories starting at midnight tonight at GameStop.com for Power Up. Oh, I'm an Elite member. Are there better deals for the Elite members? Major sales on the Nintendo Switch games and accessories. Hold on, because that's news to me. I don't have any money, so it doesn't really make a big difference for me. But it depends on how long the sale is going to last for. I might have money. Oh, it's tomorrow only. Oh no. Oh no, what's the major sales? Oh, you can get an Xbox One X with PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds for just $500. That's actually a really good deal. All right, let me see what the sales are for Switch stuff here. An extra 10% off pre-owned. Okay, that's not too. That's I mean, it's nice. It's just not a huge deal. Let me see, 50% off on Has-Been Heroes. 50% off on FIFA 18 has been $30 at a lot of retailers for a while now. So that 50% off is not too big a deal. The 33% off on Mario plus Rabbids tomorrow only, $40. That's pretty good. Just Dance 2018. Oh, that's 42%. Oh, I might have to pick that up. Oh, I love Just Dance. I'm one of those weird people that actually likes it. Even at 50% off, I don't think WWE 2K18 is worth it yet. Rayman Legends down to $25. Okay. LA Noire is 20% off. Well, I paid less than that on the eShop for it. The eShop has had a sale for it. That's like $2 cheaper than that. Monopoly at half off. Finally. Monopoly should have never been $40. 42% off on NBA 2K18. The early tip-off edition, even. Nice. 6-month special. Oh yeah, if you get the Power Up credit card. I don't have the Power Up credit card, so that's pretty good. What accessories do they have? 25% off on the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con charging dock tomorrow. That's nice. Official screen protector kit is. Oh, that's a plastic screen protector though. That's junk. They got a lot of money off on Switch accessories. I'm just glancing here. It's a good day. Like, if you're looking for, like, if you want the Nintendo Switch Elite Player backpack, it's actually kind of a nice backpack. Like, you can get it for like $12 off tomorrow. That's pretty good. Even the LAN adapter, almost $10 off. Not quite. I'm just glancing here. I wish they had money off on the Joy-Cons for extra Joy-Cons. The charge grip only being $10. That's kind of nice. I'm just glancing down, seeing if there's any other good deals. The 64 gigabyte micro SD card is kind of okay. Just scrolling on down, seeing if there's one that really. Ooh, that's a nice deal on the 128 gig. $45 for the 128 gig. You can sometimes hit that price on Amazon, but to have that tomorrow, like just walk into the store and buy it, that's pretty good. Oh, guys, don't buy that. Don't buy that metal kickstand. Oh my gosh. The Nyko metal kickstand, don't get it. It grinds down your system. It's only going to be $374 tomorrow. I can't even include it. It's only $4.99, but it's a dollar or 25 off. Better put that in there. Anyways, yeah, kind of a good day. I wish there was more games on sale. I mean, they have good games on sale. I mean, to be fair, for Switch, you know, we're talking Has-Been Heroes. I haven't played that yet. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle's amazing. L.A. Noir's really, really good. Rayman Legends, if you haven't played it on Wii U, that game is awesome. And NBA 2K18, it's actually pretty good now that it's all been patched. Well, thanks for letting me know, man. I don't have any money, but if I did, I might. Well, let me look. I might, if I have money, I might have picked up Has-Been Heroes. Maybe Just Dance 2018, maybe. And I don't know if there's any accessories I grab. If I had the money, I'd buy the Xbox One X, but I don't have that kind of money. Let me see here. Where are we at? Just scrolling down now, getting to the next questions. What is E3 Bingo? So basically, what E3 Bingo is, you guys know what Bingo is, right? You got a bingo card. So E3 Bingo is basically like a bunch of announcements that you think is going to happen at E3. So say you think Smash is going to be announced. So that would be one of your spots on the bingo card. And basically, as E3 unfolds, everyone marks off their bingo card when that thing happens. And if they happen to get a bingo, they win a prize. Now, most sites don't actually do anything fun with this. It's kind of an ongoing joke, the E3 Bingo. But I actually think it's kind of clever. Like, we all come up with our own announcements, like game announcements. And if someone's lucky enough to get an actual bingo on the card, that's pretty amazing. But yeah, I don't know. That's basically what E3 Bingo is. A lot of people do it for like the whole of E3. They don't just do it for like just Nintendo, because it's hard to fill out a full bingo card with just one company. Duo, get out of here. You're drunk again? Token! Oh, maybe I'll join you tonight, man. It is a Friday, man. It is a Friday, and I got this whole bottle of UV just waiting on little super chats. All right, let me see here. Scrolling down. Let me, I think we just had a new subscription. Let me pull up my OBS so I can actually see what's going on. Is that Tim Tebow's username? Christian Country. Oh man, he might make the majors this year. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, can you see you're not going to see my bank statements. Let me see. One day only, but it's really good. Yeah, I mean, there's some good deals in there. I didn't even glance at PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. There's probably like a ton. Just based on Switch, there's a lot of good deals in there. So, Zach Attack 275, welcome to the stream, my man. Yeah, you get that backpack tomorrow. It's good. It's a good deal. It's a good deal for that backpack. Can't see where the deals are. You got to go to GameStop.com, and then they'll have a big ad for it on the front. One day only sale starting tomorrow. Well, it's only tomorrow. You could buy online or go in store, it says. Zach Attack 275 says, how you doing? I'm all right. I'm doing all right. My Milwaukee Bucks won tonight, so I'm in a bit of a chipper mood. The first game back after the All-Star break. And they beat the #1 seed in the East, so that's good. And they beat them at their house, and they did it in overtime. Lots of good stuff for the Bucks. Hey, Pushy Fox. Let me put that up. FNAF just subscribed. Sweet, thanks for subscribing. I actually lost subscriptions, I think, yesterday. I think I had like a negative 12 day. First negative day I've had in a long time. Apparently my one video I put up yesterday made people want to unsubscribe. Let's see here. I'm waiting for Sonic Mania, Yooka-Laylee, and Xenoblade to go on sale. Sure. Yooka-Laylee and Sonic Mania are probably going to go on sale on the eShop at some point. Xenoblade, I don't know, because it's a Nintendo game. Nintendo doesn't do discounts very often. I'm working on getting drunk, if that counts. I have some Fireball and PBR still. Nice. I'm out of my my beers. I don't have any like just normal drinks. All I have is like hard liquor. Although I can mix like UV cherry with a Pepsi or something. It's not as good. I'd rather have rum and Pepsi. Well, I do have Cannon Blast. I can have rum and Pepsi. I might have to make a mixed drink here coming up. Let's see here. Aaron DeFox TV, what up, my dude? Not much, man. Welcome to the stream. As a Mets fan, Tim Tebow will not make the majors. Yeah, I'm not saying he's going to, but he actually statistically had a really damn good first year in the minors. Whether or not, the only way he'd make it to the majors is a publicity stunt. It'd be to sell tickets. But, I mean, yeah, he had, I mean, you can't really deny it. Based on the situation he was put into, he performed pretty well. But, here's what it is. I don't know. I have nothing against Tim Tebow. I still remember when they were like winning the national championship and everyone was doing the Tebow. Let's see here. Scroll down a little bit. Daniel Thompson says, you spelt my name wrong there, by the way. That's why it didn't ping me. Have you seen the faked Pokemon trailer for Switch? It's hilarious. No, I haven't. I actually have not really been online much today until just before the stream started. That's why you haven't seen a video from me yet today or anything. It's been a long day. I've had my kids literally all day. I did get a little work done at my second job early this morning because I'm behind on my second job, so I'm trying to catch up, and I'll have to do a little more work on it tonight. I don't know. I'm hoping I can get a video done tonight after the stream, but we'll see. We'll see. Which video was yesterday? Yesterday's video was I have my channel up right here. Switch is a port machine, but it's also so much more. I mean, it got over 1,000 views, which, you know, I like. I'll take it. I'll take over 1,000. I'll take a 1K video. 1.2K, sorry, my bad. I'm shortchanging myself there. That one might end up hitting 2,000 over the next week. I'll take that. Yeah, and I actually have an idea for a video I wrote down from the other night on the board that I need to finish. And I talked about this briefly last night. I am going to be starting on Monday. I'm going to have kind of a news recap show, at least Monday through Friday, that recaps a bunch of news from that day at the end of the day. I'm trying to get the videos up by 8 p.m. Central every day, so it's kind of on a schedule, but we'll see how well that works. But basically, I'm going to be grabbing the stories that matter from that day and recapping them at the end. Now, that doesn't mean I'm still not going to have individual videos on certain stories. Of course I will, especially if I have a lot to say. But it's a way for me to get a bunch of news out to you guys that I don't normally cover. So yeah, it's kind of like my replacement for what my Prime News show was going to be, the live news show I was working on. I feel like it's a better way for me to deliver the news and deliver it rapid fire and deliver it, you know, in a short and concise manner and get it to you same day the news hits. So if you missed a bunch of news while you're at work, while you're at school and all this stuff, you'll get that one video at the end of the day that'll just give you what you need. I think it's going to serve everyone very, very well. Hoping that it's something that you guys are going to look forward to, and I'm planning to start that up on Monday. I was going to do a test episode today, but I decided it's better to start with a fresh week and just hit the ground running for 5 days in a row. Plus, it gives me a little bit more time to finalize the name and the format and stuff. So, because I want the format of it to stand out from other videos I do, like when I stand up with the green screen and have like an image over here. You know, I want to make sure that each show I do has like its own format to it. So, like, you guys now know what my setup is for Prime Comments, which is happens over here. You can kind of see the door there that's always in the background. You guys know how the podcast looks like, you know, what my normal, like, just individual news story news looks like. You know, my discussion videos are usually voice over gameplay kind of thing. And then what my setup's going to be for the recap has yet to be determined. I'm going to figure that out over the weekend. Oh, let's see here. You liked yesterday's videos, Seahawks 24? Nice, man. Heard about the Portal game coming to Switch. You mean the Bridge one? Yeah. Yep, I've heard about that one. Let me see here. By the way, Nate, I'm sorry to say this, but go Cubs, go Bears. You don't have to feel sorry about that, man. I am totally fine that you are a fan of the Cubs and a fan of the Bears. I'm all good with that, man. I don't hate the Cubs. I don't hate the Bears. I mean, I'm not saying I like them. I strongly dislike them, but I don't hate them. You know, I'm a Packer fan. I'm a Brewer fan. I'm a Bucks fan. And yeah, that's just kind of the way it is. So be a fan of what you want to be a fan of, man. It's just like I don't get mad at people like, oh, you don't like Nintendo, but you're a Sony fan. That's okay. It's cool. Enjoy the teams you enjoy, man. I threw up when I went to Milwaukee last year. Yeah, it's probably because you came to Milwaukee and you found out how real people drink. Or at least how Wisconsinites drink. We drink hardcore, man. You probably couldn't keep up. A lot of people come to Wisconsin and drink with people who live here, and they cannot keep up with us. Us at Wisconsin know how to hold some liquor down, let me tell you. New York Yankees fan. Okay. I will say F the Yankees. More so, I'm just jealous of the success. The Yankees just win so many World Series. Ugh, and they always can get the good players. Like CC Sabathia, they had to take from the Brewers back when he was really, really good. Although he's decent now. He had a good year last year. But yeah, CC Sabathia was a stud when you guys got him after the Brewers had him. You guys outbid us for him. Nate, when you have a chance after the stream, I sent something in the general chat on Discord. Okay, people say stuff on the general chat on Discord all the time. So, I don't really know what that means. Like, I'm glancing at what you said. I don't see anything. Like, you pinged me, but there's nothing. It's just a picture. I don't really... How did Nate word it last night? I beat Duo a couple times. Yeah, I beat you once. Hey, I knew I beat you at least once, okay? Alright. At least once. Anyways. Let me see. Hey, Switch commercial on NBC. Yeah, dude, the Switch commercials are still going. I still see Switch commercials on cable TV. Obviously, I see them on YouTube as well, but on cable TV, I still see Switch commercials. So it's pretty nice, huh? When's the next Prime Comments video? That should be this Sunday. Didn't have one the week before or last weekend because I was sick and we didn't have a lot of videos. We had like 2 videos that week, which is not good. And so actually a big reason my revenue's down is I've had a big dip in videos this month because of being sick. But it is what it is. Ultima Keymaster says, wait, you mean the podcast isn't just a green screen dimension? Yes, it's a green screen dimension. It just permanently exists in the back of my office. You walk through the green screen and you're in a whole new dimension. Go Astros. Edward Norton. All right, man. All right. Yeah, go Astros. Daniel Thompson says, if you had to choose between streaming on Twitch or YouTube, which would you pick? Well, I don't have to choose, but if I had to, I would stream on YouTube. But let me explain. Because this isn't me like saying that like YouTube is a better streaming platform. To be honest, when you're on Twitch, there is so much more you can do on Twitch in comparison to YouTube, just in terms of engaging users with games and you know, different pop-ups on the screen and all this crazy stuff you can do. It's so much more elaborate on Twitch, which also makes it a little off-putting when you're not someone who regularly, you know, creates, you know, Twitch streams. And especially when you're like me and I'm trying to like stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. It's really hard to take full advantage of the stuff that happens on Twitch because our YouTube users aren't going to get it, aren't going to understand it. It's confusing. But the reason I say YouTube is because I'm a YouTuber. My entire audience is on YouTube. They come to my channel to watch the videos I make, so it only makes sense to stream where my audience is. On Twitch, I basically do not have an audience. There's like one or two people that watch us on Twitch. So I would need to basically start over from nothing on Twitch to build up something. And I don't want to start over. I already have an audience here on YouTube. So, yeah, that's why I choose YouTube, because it's just easier to keep my audience all together in the same place. And obviously, there's like the fact that you guys can choose stream qualities here. You can't necessarily do that at Twitch unless I hit a certain point, blah, blah, blah. But Twitch, I think, is a superior overall streaming platform for user engagement. YouTube is just a lot cleaner and easier to use and understand, and really nice when you already have an audience on YouTube, as it is, as a YouTuber. And as Etika has proven, you can literally just stream on YouTube and not on Twitch and be fine. But yeah, I obviously stream way more on YouTube than I do on Twitch, because this is where my audience is. We have 37 people. I think we peaked at 38 or 39. Maybe we hit 40 at some point tonight. We have never had a night like that on Twitch. The most I've ever seen on Twitch is like 5 people. And they're people who left our YouTube stream to check it out on Twitch. So the only nice thing about that I like about Twitch is that you can subscribe to us with Twitch Prime. That's nice, because then people don't even have to spend money to support us. If they're already an Amazon Prime member, they can just support us for a month, which is kind of cool. Although I don't think I've ever gotten a payment from Twitch. I should probably check my Twitch account. I can't remember what I put my payment threshold at, and there's probably at like $100. Because I think I've only made like $45 on Twitch or something off of those Twitch Prime things. I don't actually like the Bears instead of get a rise. You're not gonna get a rise out of me. You might get a rise out of me if you were a Bears fan and you came to Lambeau for a game and the Bears beat the Packers. You might hear me say the Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. But yeah, that's just me being a fan. I don't actually hate the Bears. Let's see here. What are my thoughts on the Naruto game just announced? Don't really care, Gamer God Wannabe, because I shouldn't say that I don't like Naruto. I'm not a fan of Naruto. Like, I've never seen anything. Like, I am aware of what Naruto is, but I have never seen or enjoyed any Naruto content, whether it was a show, game, or otherwise. So, because I'm a nerd and a geek, I've seen stuff, but I've never sat down and watched it and figured out if I enjoy it. So I just don't care. I'm glad it exists for people who like it. Token Geek, yeah, you guys are crazy drinkers there. I mean, Illinois is pretty damn close, but not nearly. Dude, Wisconsin has a reputation, man. If you, this is a true story. About 10 years ago, yeah, it was about 10 years ago, I went to Vegas. And, I was at this bar on the Strip, and forget, it might have even been a strip joint on the Strip, I can't remember. But usually they have like at the time, I don't know if it's like this now, but they would cut off people at like 11 p.m., right? In Wisconsin, you're not even cut off until you're just not even cut off. You'd have to be pretty hammered to get cut off. Like last call is like 15 minutes before bar close. But like in Vegas, like they were telling people to stop drinking at like 11. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I just got here like an hour ago. It's like, yeah, but you've already had like a 6-pack of beer. I'm like, you can't, you should probably stop, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, you might want to check my ID. Because where I'm from, I can drink until like 2 a.m. That's the way it is. He checks my ID, the bartender, and I kid you not, he says, oh, you're from Wisconsin, never mind, you're fine for the night. And I got to drink the rest of the night, and I was doing shots, and like, we just have this reputation everywhere we go. We're like, yeah, you guys know how to hold your liquor, so why would we cut you off? And blah, blah, blah. Like, we'll cut you off when you're to the point that you're puking. Even then, we might not cut you off. It's very interesting seeing how much Wisconsin's reputation for drinking actually travels all over the country when we go visit other places. But it's true. I mean, you guys see me drink a lot of my streams and everything. I already did one shot tonight. I'm waiting to do. I mean, heck, I'm willing to do up to like 40 different shots tonight, and I will still be standing, and I will still be all right, and I'll still be able to wake up with my kids. I don't know what it is about us in Wisconsin, what it is about our genetics or whatever it is, but we can handle our booze. Notice how Nate says F the Yankees. More super chats, we might get him to say the real thing. We've only had one super chat. It's going to be a while. It's going to take a heck of a lot more super chats to get me to say the real thing, Zach. Armor says, in your opinion, Smash Port will be announced at this E3 alongside with a tease for Smash 5. And at the end of this year, the port will be released. Next year, Smash 5 will be released in late. I don't think so. I think that would be a terrible decision for Nintendo. Let me explain. I think we're getting Smash 5, or whatever it is, on Switch, a brand new Smash game. But you can't announce a port and a new game at the same time, because the new game is going to overshadow the port. So imagine that they announced that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is coming to Switch, when they did. But then they also said, oh, by the way, we're also making Mario Kart 9. Like, no one's going to buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because they're just going to wait for Mario Kart 9. So they're not going to do that. They're not going to cannibalize the potential sales of a Smash port of Wii U and 3DS by announcing a new Smash game on top of that at the same time. They won't do that. That's a really terrible business decision. They would never do that. It defeats the entire purpose of bringing over Smash in the first place. Plus, I don't think they would do a Smash port this year and then release a brand new Smash game next year. It actually makes more sense for me for them to do like a Smash port this year, release Mario Kart 9 next year, and then the year after that, which would be 2020, then release a new Smash game. Because then you're talking 4 years in a row with a major Mario Kart and a major Smash game. That's huge. And by 2021, we could be talking about a new Pokemon game coming to the platform, a new Mario game, a new Zelda game. You can start recycling, and you're getting to that point now where for all the 4, 5, 6 years in a row, you have major games just pounding the platform every year. That to me is a way better business decision. And I think Nintendo should do that and take advantage of the fact they can do that. Obviously, they got to release other games as well. You can't just keep releasing Mario Kart, Smashes, Marios, and Zeldas. But they will. We have Metroid coming, and Fire Emblem, and Kirby, and Mario Tennis, and I'm just trying to think, Bayonetta, Metroid Prime, etc. Like, we're going to get Animal Crossing on Switch, I'm sure, at some point. Probably a Pikmin game. Like, we're going to get other games as well, of course. But you know what I mean. These are like the headliners that make the Switch sell over 1 million units in a month or something like that. Hey, Jack? Sorry, it just jumped on me. I think you just got to the stream. Jack Engel. Welcome, my man. Nick Figure says, why isn't that EA Racing remaster game on Switch? Are they trying to ignore Switch? I said this before, and I'll say this again. I don't think we're going to see a lot of EA games on Switch. While FIFA has performed well in certain countries, like France, it's like statistically performed very well in France. I don't think that EA has any desires to release more games on Switch than they need to. And there's apparently a thought that they are contractually obligated to bring FIFA to every platform. That's why there's a FIFA game on every platform. But yeah, we're not gonna. I just don't think EA has any interest in Switch. Let's just be real. They just don't. They don't have a history of success with Nintendo, so they're just not that interested in the platform. Maybe it'll change. I'm hoping it'll change, but it is what it is. Let me see here. You guys talking about some other stuff here? Excuse me. Nick Figure says, have I heard of the exclusive game called Seasons of Heaven? Yes, I have. We actually made a video about Seasons of Heaven was one of our earliest videos at Nintendo Prime, believe it or not. It was announced when the Switch was NX, and everybody at this point thinks it was fake, but apparently we were getting more news this Sunday. I don't know why they thought it was fake. Of course it was real. Seasons of Heaven was a real announcement. It was a real thing. Like, there's a real Twitter account for it, and a real website, and a real trailer. Like, it's a real game. The thing is, it kind of just vanished. And then, like, the official Twitter for it, like, stopped talking about the game and started talking about other projects. And it made people feel like it was, like, steep for Switch, where, like, it's in limbo. But this apparently we're getting news on Sunday thing. I'm going to believe it when I see it, because we were supposed to get news on it 2 months ago. We were supposed to get news on it 3 months ago and 4 months ago and 5. Like, they have made announcements of announcements for this game for, like, over a year. And we still haven't gotten anything new. So while I think this indie studio is really dedicated to making Seasons of Heaven work, it's still one of those things where obviously something's going on with the game that's not working, which is why they keep promising more news but then not delivering. So I really hope it comes out someday. It looks gorgeous, and the book it's based on is a very good book. So I'm hopeful for the game. I'm not gonna say I have high expectations. I don't, but I'm hopeful that they could do something right with this game because I want to buy it. I want it to perform well. Just in terms of visuals and FPS, and then hopefully enjoy the story of Seasons of Heavens, playing it myself. I really hope that that's a thing. 200-word essay due tomorrow. Dude, a 200-word essay is nothing. Get out of here with that super flat guy. I'm not trying to insult you. Maybe you have a hard time with essays, but 200 words is nothing. The video I made yesterday? That was like a 1,800 word video, and I typed that bad boy up in like 30 minutes. 200 words, even if you have to do research for it, 200 words is actually not a whole lot. You can do it, man. You can do it. Heck, you could do it while watching this stream. It's not gonna be too bad, trust me. I believe in you, Superfly. Ebernorth Nate, have you seen or heard of a documentary called King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters? I have heard of it, haven't seen it. I can't remember where I heard of it. It just sounds very familiar. It was probably on YouTube or Reddit or something. But I've definitely heard the name King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters. Is that about the people who were setting the Donkey Kong records? Including the guy that got busted for cheating? Let's see here. Just looking for questions. I think you're pronouncing Naruto wrong. Probably. I'm not a fan of it, so I don't really... I don't talk to anyone who likes it. I don't... it's just not something I'm into. I'm sure there's a lot of different, anime stuff that I would mispronounce because I just don't watch or enjoy that kind of stuff. Even when I watch and enjoy One Piece, I still pronounce a lot of the characters' names wrong. Like, I'm not like a huge fan of it. I just enjoy it when I watch it. Let's see here. Yeah, no, Daniel Thompson. Now, when I talk about the drinking thing in Wisconsin, I'm obviously just talking about the U.S. There are many countries in Europe that can drink just as heavy, if not more heavy, than Wisconsin can. Czech is one of them. There's a lot of places in Germany that can drink just as heavy, if not heavier, than Wisconsin. I mean, our Oktoberfest here in Wisconsin can get nuts. It's even crazier in Germany. But a big reason that that Wisconsin is such a heavy drinking state is we have a high population of Czechs, Germans, and Polish people. So, like, all the countries in Europe that are huge on drinking, like, we have a high concentration of those kind of people in Wisconsin. So that's why Wisconsin drinks so heavy. But yeah, obviously, I think in the native homelands, they're probably a little bit crazier. I've had some crazy nights. I could probably hold my own. The thing is, I just don't like the darker beers. A lot of Germans would call what I drink, like, the Miller Lights and the Coors Lights and stuff. They would call that crap like piss water or something. But it is what it is. I mean, I'll drink the dark beer. I just don't enjoy it. I guess that's the thing. I don't really like beer, so like it's just easier for me to drink light beer. But I could chug back a dark beer. I've done it before. Let's see here. Let's see here. I feel like I missed some stuff. We are getting a new Pokemon on Switch by 2020. Pokemon are always released yearly or bi-yearly. Maybe, we'll see. I'm not gonna make any. Let's just get the Pokemon game coming to Switch that we already have before we start talking about what's next. Let's see here. People wanting remakes and blah blah blah. Seahawks 24 rule says, Nate, what games does EA make? I know they make the sports games, Battlefield, Battlefront, but I'm drawing a blank past that. Mass Effect, Dead Space, Need for Speed, Plants vs. Zombies. I'm trying to think here. There's so many. Hold on. There's a ton of games. Just hold on. EA game. Can't believe. Obviously. Oh, hey, we got something. Edward Norton, $2.40. You and the two. Edward Norton always gives the oddest amounts. Thank you, Edward. Thank you, Edward. Woo-hoo! So it's biting the tongue. All right. Let's see here. Here, you know what? Let's see what they have listed on their official profile. So EA Games. Oh, geez. Does my EA Network account still work? No. No. I still have access to the EA Network. That was when I was part of EA Access. All right, let's get to their latest games here. Yeah, so Anthem is a game that I don't think it's released yet. A Way Out. I am really looking forward to A Way Out. A Way Out looks so good. It's a co-op. That's a game that Eric and I would play, but I don't think it's coming to Switch at all. But God, that game looks so good. I want to play A Way Out so bad. Anthem, Faye. That's going to be on Switch. They have the UFC game, Need for Speed Payback, Battlefront, FIFA, Madden, Sims. Let's see here. I'm going to load up. That's just like their latest releases or games they have coming up. Let me get below here. Besides Sims, they also have the NHL, NBA Live, Mass Effect. Just keep going here. They got 20 pages of stuff here. I'm not going to go through every single page. Titanfall. I already said the Plants vs. Zombies. NHL, UFC, Mirror's Edge. That's another one. Bejeweled. I already said Need for Speed. Unravel. Oh, dude, Unravel's a good game. Dragon Age series. Can't forget about Dragon Age. Let's see here. They also had the PGA Tour games. SimCity. Peggle. The Simpsons Tapped Out. Just keep going here. Obviously Battlefield. Dungeon Keeper series. Although, like, the last thing they did on mobile was really bad with Dungeon Keeper. But they do own the Dungeon Keeper series. Just going back up. They have a lot of franchises. Crysis. In the Crysis franchise. Bejeweled, Medal of Honor. Yep, can't forget about the old Medal of Honor games. They don't make them much anymore. FIFA Manager. 2 Real Racing, The Secret World. Command & Conquer. They own Command & Conquer as well. NBA Jam franchise. SSX. Syndicate. Oh, Syndicate was a good game. Shank 2. Reckoning. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You know, a bunch of Star Wars games like the Old Republic, NFL Blitz, Alice Madness Returns, Fight Night, Shift 2, Feeding Frenzy 2, apparently. I didn't know that was them. A bunch of Harry Potter games. Blah, 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 blah. Obviously, I talked about the Dead Space series and Dragon Age, Army of Two. Yeah, just apparently Monopoly. Although I think Ubisoft owns the Monopoly, the rights to the Monopoly franchise now. But they used to make the Monopoly games. But yeah, I mean, a whole bunch of games. I mean, it goes on and on past this. I mean, this is hardly even comprehensive on their official website. They have way more titles than this, but yeah, like they make a whole bunch of stuff. So let's see here. The 200-word essay is a copy paste, really? Well, geez, then you really don't have to try. I'm eating pizza again. I think I eat too much. I eat too much pizza and too much tacos. I fully admit I eat too much pizza and too much tacos. That's why I had chicken fajitas instead today. It's pretty much tacos. Just with different seasoning and peppers and all that stuff. Let's see here. Friend told your friend, Hugh Monopoly says his friend told him that EA got their exclusive Star Wars license taken away. As far as I am aware, it hasn't been taken away yet. The exclusivity. Disney has been exploring other studios to make games, but I don't think they have officially taken away the exclusive contract, as far as I'm aware. You know what was really weird news today, by the way? I was going to make a video on this, but the Wii U Netflix app got an update today. Like, why the heck isn't this thing on Switch by now, man? Nintendo and Netflix need to get together and figure this crap out. I really want Netflix on my Switch. I know it seems weird, but it's just a convenience thing. It's a convenience thing. Plus, when I get my new phone case in, my official Nintendo Prime phone case, I'm not going to have my kickstand anymore, so I'm going to be using my Switch more often to watch videos, like when I'm in bed, because I could like kick the kickstand up and set it on my nightstand. Let's see here. Oh, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on GBA. Yeah, dude, that game was sick on GBA. Let's see here. Just scrolling down. So I don't see any other questions right now. I'm caught up to the stream. So feel free, guys, to get some more questions in. You can ask about anything you want, and I will do my best to answer. Otherwise, I'm just going to go over some news while I wait for some questions. Japan's next Splatfest has been announced. Looks like a flower versus some peas or something. What is this thing? The theme is dumplings over flowers. Okay. Cherry blossoms and stuff. That's interesting. It's Japan. It fits their culture. There's brand new footage of the new upcoming Pokemon movie. There's gonna be new footage in 4 days for the new Pokemon movie. Cool. I love these announcements of announcements. We don't have any real news for you, but in 4 days you're gonna have news. Nintendo does that kind of thing all the time. A lot of companies do it, not just Nintendo, I guess. Apparently, the new Nintendo Minute it features Kirby Star Allies, so must be some new footage and stuff there. I'll have to check that out. I haven't watched Nintendo Minute in a while. The Luna Blaster Neo is going to be added to Splatoon 2 tonight, so it's probably already out there. Brand new weapon. Looks really funky, really space agey. And apparently, we found out today that it took almost a year for Nintendo Switch to create the news section. Or for Nintendo to make the news section on Switch. A year. That's crazy, man. It doesn't feel like, to me, it should take a year to make that. And it also feels like they underutilize the news section. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Every time I go there, I'm like, this isn't like... It feels so out of date. It's like if I want the latest Switch news, I would just go to YouTube. Like, their news tab area just feels so out of date most of the time. Hey! Yeah, there's a Paw Patrol game coming to the Nintendo Switch, baby. Big announcement right there. Paw Patrol, be there on the double. Oh yeah, baby. My kids will be excited about that game. It's probably going to be terrible, but my kids are going to love it. So I will probably be the one Nintendo YouTuber to own Paw Patrol on Switch. Guaranteed. Guaranteed I'm going to own that game. It's probably going to cost like $45, and I'm going to own it. It follows the adventures of Chase Marshall, Rubble Sky, Rocky Zuma, Everest, and Tracker. Led by Ryder, together they work hard to protect the Adventure Bay community. Believe me, no job is too big, no pup is too small. God, I've seen like every episode of Paw Patrol because of my kids, man. Players join Ryder and all 8 Paw Patrol pups for 16 exciting rescue missions. I guarantee I'm going to own this. Releases September this year. Oh, man. Now, let me get back to the chat here to see if there's some questions. All right. I'm just going to scroll up here. Favorite game from each handheld Nintendo console? Man, you're going to put me on the spot. You know what? Humanopoly, I will humor you. Each handheld. So this is tough for me because it's hard for me for a lot of reasons, just because there's a lot of good games. But like I have to think back to my childhood, right? Like especially with Game Boy / Game Boy Color, because that's kind of all the same generation. It's really hard because like I was big into Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. I was big into Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening was the first Zelda game I ever played. God, Kirby's Dream Land, and I think Metroid 2 was on there. I played a Final Fantasy game on there at some point. I think a Donkey Kong Country game. And there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. I really liked it a lot. It's so hard. I'll probably have to go Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. Just because like how big that game was for me. So I guess I'll just go with that for the Game Boy line. If we go to, I think after that would be Game Boy Advance. Let's see here. Oh, I'm not even seeing the game that I'm thinking of right now in this quick little list. I didn't play as many Game Boy Advance games. I was playing more console games back then. But for me, it's probably a toss-up between the Minish Cap and Advance Wars, the first Advance Wars. I really like Advance Wars a lot. So that's probably it for that. Then after that was DS. So let's see here. Again, actually, you know what? I played quite a few DS games. I was about to say I didn't play very many, but I actually did play a lot of DS games. I really like the Castlevania games a lot. And I like Spirit Tracks a lot. You know what? I'm going to say this one because I don't think it gets a lot of love. Elite Beat Agents. Yes, I went there. Elite Beat Agents. That game is so good. I'll say that's my favorite DS game for now. There's a lot of good DS games, but God, Elite Beat Agents. It deserves love. So we're going to stick with it. 3DS, obviously, is still ongoing. But, some of my obvious ones, like A Link Between Worlds. I love The Link Between Worlds. I'm a big Zelda fan, so I have a huge bias to that. Fire Emblem Awakening, I loved a ton as well. I even liked Kirby Planet Robo, Bravely Default. I mean, so many games I enjoyed on 3DS. I'll probably stick with A Link Between Worlds just because it's like my favorite top-down Zelda game. But again, I do have a bias for Zelda games, so yeah. I guess that covers the generations. Am I watching curling? I'm sure you're talking about the Olympics tonight. No, I don't. I'm not really big into the Winter Olympics. I almost watched the gold medal game between Canada and the U.S. for women's hockey, but I didn't. I'm just not big into the Winter Olympics. I never have been. Probably never will be. I'm not big into winter sports, so. Super Flatty Guy wants me. Why do you want me to explain string theory to you? Man. How to explain string theory? It's been a long time since I studied string theory. I mean, the basics of it is like string theory is like an explanation that attempts to unify like the four primary forces in the universe, which is like I think it's like the electromagnetic force, the nuclear force, the weak nuclear force, and gravity, and it creates like a unified theory. It's actually kind of complicated. You know what? There's a good YouTube video on this. It's from a while ago. Here, this is actually from the For Dummies book, but this is a very good video that explains it. Here, I'm gonna link it in the chat right now. That's gonna explain it way better than I can. But yeah, it is a theory that I'm kind of. When you hear Sheldon say like he's a string theory guy, I'm a string theory guy too. But anyways, Does the sound quality is better with the headphone jack on? Oh, you're not talking to me. Okay. Let's see here. Scrolling down for questions. Ooh, I got lots of questions coming up. Pre-ordering Paw Patrol right now, boys. Dude, I'm going to have Paw. I will stream Paw Patrol on Switch, guys. I'll probably do a Prime Family video with it, with my daughter or something, or even with my 4-year-old son playing Paw Patrol on Switch. It's going to happen. What's it going to take for it's not going to take much for a Paw Patrol stream. I own the game. I'll stream any game I own. So when I own Paw Patrol, I'll play it, because why not? If it makes people unsubscribe from my channel, then too bad. They're the ones missing out. Which Paw Patrol pup is my favorite? Rubble on the double for you. Which Paw Patrol pup's my favorite? You know, I'm going to say Sky, just because she can fly. I know, I'm kind of a sucker for flight, so we'll go with that. I always get the names mixed up with the dang characters, too. Seriously, it happens so much. Or is it Zuma that can fly? Maybe I'm getting... See? Told you, I get them mixed up so much. Because, like, I don't actually like Paw Patrol, but I have to watch it because my kids enjoy it. And I don't actually think it's a bad kid show. I just don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I kind of, like ignore it when it's on and just look at my phone or something. So maybe it's Zuma I'm thinking of. The one that flies. The one that's got the helicopter and the plane and blah, blah, and does all that stuff. So it's either Sky or Zuma. Let me see. Trust me, they aren't that bad. My 5-year-old brother has Monster Jam Crash and Cars 3 Driven to Win on Switch. They're playable, but he likes Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon more. Link's Awakening DX is my first Zelda game I've beaten. Nice, man. Nate, put an Eric emote in Discord. Oh, you put a new emote in Discord? Let me check. Let me check it out. Oh, just his face. Yeah, if we ever hit enough, I think we need 4 more YouTube sponsors to add a new emote. So let's do it, folks. 4 more sponsors of our YouTube channel, and then we will have Blast Off on a new emote. Remember, sponsors get exclusive emotes in our live streams, such as the Eric Dab and the Nintendo Prime Shot. All too appropriate for what happens here at Nintendo Prime. Let me close that. I've played every single Zelda game, even the CDI ones, and all the Tingle games. I've tried all the Tingle games. I haven't beat them all. I don't like the ones that don't have English translations. Of course, Wisconsiners can drink, says Matthew Campos. You have a baseball team called the Brewers. It is true. It is true. And a lot of the sponsors of like the Milwaukee Bucks are beer. Beer and brats, man. Good stuff. Miller Lite beer tent everywhere. In fact, Miller is a Milwaukee found company. Oh, just like that, we just got a new YouTube sponsor. Who sponsored us? Superfly the Guy. Superfly the Guy just joined the sponsorship. That's a full shot. Let me actually check our sponsor. Let me see how many more we need to get a new emote. I think it's... There it is. Superfly the Guy became a sponsor. Let me see how many more sponsors we actually need. Because we might have lost some sponsors. When I said we needed 4, let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6. Oh, I guess we need 4 more. Let me actually look at the custom emojis. 10 sponsors needed. Yeah. So you're actually sponsor number 6. We must have lost a sponsor somewhere in there. Maybe it was you that we lost. Either way, we need 4 more sponsors to hit our 3rd emoji. We need 9 more sponsors to hit our 4th emoji. Can't wait to get the 4th emoji. That's going to be fun. But let's get it done. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. You get a full shot, sir. remember, sponsorships are just like $5 a month on YouTube. And it gets you your little... It makes you stand out in the chat as well. And obviously you get to use those custom emojis. Let's see here. Advance Wars is your favorite game on GBA. Dude, Advance Wars is good. That's why I enjoy it. The thing is, like, I don't think Tiny Metal's... You guys saw my review. I don't think Tiny Metal is as good as Advance Wars. But for what Tiny Metal's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Elite Beat Agents is freaking amazing. Dude, it does not get enough attention. Anyone play a dodgeball game on GBA? I did. But here's the thing. That dodgeball game is just a port of an NES game. It's a port of the NES game, Dodgeball. I like the NES version better. God, Dodgeball's so good. You see, I gotta bounce. Oh, later, Daniel Thomas, man. I'm sure you're already gone. ALBW can go burn. Not a fan of. Burn your wallet, you mean? You guys. Just drop it. Oh, Superfly, the guy's going nuts with the emotes now. Yeah, I know. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Duo Master. I saw your thing over here about Discord emotes. What I'm gonna do is every time we hit a sponsorship goal, moving forward to add a new emote, I'm also going to add the emote to Discord. The 2 emotes we have right now, I got to get added to Discord still, and then I will add basically when we hit 4 more sponsors here on YouTube, I will add all 3 of those emotes at the same time on Discord. So there you have it. So that's the way a public can use it. They just can't use it during a live stream. Blah blah blah. You said I would answer. Yeah, I would answer. Oh, did I skip one? Oh no, I answered your dodgeball question. If that's what you meant. The only Olympic event I watch is the Summer Olympic basketball. Yeah, I watch the Olympic basketball, Justin Caldero. Sometimes I'll watch a little bit of like the volleyball or the whether it's the beach version or the standard version, or I'll watch the I watched some of the swimming events of Michael Phelps last time, just because I wanted to see where the record was going to stand for most gold medals. And because it's like I don't know if we'll ever see a swimmer as good as Michael Phelps again. Let me see. Like I like watching greatness. So like when you know you're going to be watching like one of the greatest performances ever, I like tuning in for that. I watched the soccer stuff and Olympic event specific. Sometimes I check out some of the gymnastics, some of the track and field stuff. Like when Usain Bolt was going nuts, I was watching all those 100-meter races and stuff. But I don't watch, like, I'm a sports nut, but I don't like religiously watch the Olympics. But I root for my country. You know, I always hope the U.S. does well. But you know, like Usain Bolt's he doesn't represent the U.S. That's just greatness. I like watching greatness. So like, even if it's not, you know, a United States person, I don't care if it's greatness. Like if it's like an all-time, you know, great that you're never gonna see something like that again. I miss when they let NBA players in Olympic basketball. What are you talking about? They let NBA players in Olympic basketball. That doesn't make any sense. They've been letting NBA players in Olympic basketball for a long time. So I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, if I missed your question, be sure to ping me again. The chat's jumping all over, so let me try to scroll up and get some questions here. Caitlin Lowry asked, when do you think we'll get an Animal Crossing on Switch? So I originally thought that we would get Animal Crossing this year, but if the Smash rumor is true and we're getting Smash Bros, then I think Animal Crossing is getting pushed to next year. I think Animal Crossing combined with Metroid Prime and Bayonetta 3 and probably like 3 other games or so will happen next year. So Animal Crossing is a huge franchise. That's another like can carry like sales for like 4 months kind of game. Hey, Gary Coleman 672, welcome to my channel. Think I found my 3 a.m. rabbit hole. Thanks, Nate. No problem, man. On the string theory, it's only like it's like a 3-minute video. You'll be fine. It just like you can dive deeper into string theory if you really want. It's really, really interesting, but it's hard to explain in layman's terms. It's even hard for like in non-layman terms if you even understand the stuff. It's still hard to explain. It's pretty. I mean, it's one of those plausible but very complex theories. Darklink wants to know, have I played Stardew Valley? No. I have not. I'd probably love it if I did, because I used to like Harvest Moon. But I have not played Stardew Valley. Gamer God Wannabe wants to know, what do I use for video capture? Seeing if I can show you. I guess I can unplug it. This bad boy. This is an Elgato HD60. It's currently got my Switch plugged in. I gotta plug the TV back in now. This should actually be hidden. I shouldn't even be able to reach this right now, if I'm being honest. I gotta fix my cable management back here. It's like a huge mess back here of cable management. I got all these zip ties back here. I really should take care of my cables. But yeah, I use an Elgato HD60. An external. It does just fine. It does 1080p, 60 FPS. If Nintendo ever releases a 4K system, I will have to upgrade and get a capture card that can do 4K. You can get better capture cards than this. Not only is there the HD60S now, there's capture cards you can plug directly into PCI slots on your computer on desktop. Those are actually better, but for my purposes, it gets the job done. What's nice about some of the ones you can plug into your computer is you can actually have multiple systems come in. So say Eric and I when we played the Uno game, right? We did Uno against each other. Well, we had to use a second webcam on one of our switches to get both things up. If I had if I had the right capture card inside my desktop, I could have ran both our switches directly into that capture card and had 2 video feeds. But you know what? It's such an odd situation that doesn't come up very often that it's just not worth the investment for me right now. But maybe if our live streams start getting crazy in a few years, that's an upgrade I might consider, so I can stream multiple switches and multiple systems at once. Maybe we'll do a marathon in like a couple years, and in that marathon we'll have like races, and then we'll need to obviously have multiple switches displayed at once and all that stuff. Humanopoly says, who do you think would win in a drunken fist fight, Shigeru Miyamoto or Eiji Aonuma? That's tough. A drunken fist fight. First of all, I don't even know if those two would even get drunk. Maybe they would. Maybe they suck back the sake pretty hard. I guess I don't know them, so I guess maybe that. I mean, they're always in public smiling all the time, but that's PR. I don't know if they're people who actually smile all the time, or maybe they're just permanently drunk. I don't know. But who would win? Probably Eiji Aonuma. I'm only going to say that because he's younger. He's younger than Miyamoto. Miyamoto's up at that retirement age where I think Eiji Aonuma could probably kick his ass. Yeah. Although I would love to see them both pull a Master Sword out and try to go at it. That would be interesting. Let me see. Zuma's the underwater one. I think it's all right for a younger kid show. Yeah, I mean it's not. Paw Patrol's not a terrible show. It's just I like SpongeBob. I will actively watch SpongeBob with my kids. But I grew up on SpongeBob. I like SpongeBob. But like Paw Patrol, I vaguely pay attention because I want to make sure it's appropriate. But it's an all right show. I know the name of all the characters. Let me see here. Would someone like Goku possibly be added into Smash? Probably not. I mean, well, I don't want to say it. Like, if we have, like, Sonic in there, we've had Snake. You know what? I don't want to put it past them. They could find a way to put Goku in Smash. I mean, the crazier things have been done, in my opinion. We have Pac-Man in Smash, so come on. They could add Goku. Let's see here. Edward Norton says, Nate, do I have a favorite wrestling game, old and new? Oh, Matthew Campos, $3, man. That is a cap shot. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Matthew Campos. I appreciate the support. Hoo-hoo, baby. Something about the cap shots. Maybe it's the plastic. It's like biting my tongue. That favorite wrestling game. Probably the old school Raw versus SmackDown on the N64. I think. There was 2 wrestling games I played a lot. There was one on the N64, one on the Game Boy that I played a ton. Whatever games those were, those are the ones that I played a lot of. As for new wrestling games, I haven't really played anything new because I haven't been into wrestling in a long time. Like whenever I catch like an episode of Raw or something on Mondays or SmackDown on Fridays or whatever, you know, there's some of the people I still recognize because there's still like Chris Jericho and Triple H around and John Cena, but like a lot of the people I just don't recognize. And it's not because I think the WWE is any worse today than it used to be. It's just I don't know if I outgrew it or I don't know. Like, the moment that I accepted that it's like 99.9% fake, not that real injuries don't happen, but that it's all scripted and it's acting, I kind of started losing interest. I still think it's fun and entertaining. I get a good chuckle watching some of the matches, and I get a little hyped. You know, I still read some of the IGN recaps of WrestleMania and stuff, but I don't know. Just not I because I'm not a huge fan of it anymore. I don't really have any interest in the newer games because I just don't recognize most of the roster anymore. So, you canceled your Pandora subscription earlier today, so I figured to subscribe to Prime. Oh, you were never responsible for. Okay, we had 6, so I don't know. You were subscribed to Pandora? I use Pandora all the time. I guess you wanted unlimited skips and ad-free, right? That's probably why you were subscribed. I did that for like a month. But I'm like, you know what? I don't mind the ads on Pandora. It's fine. The ads don't really bother me. And my channel that I listen to most of the time is so customized now that I don't really skip a lot of songs either. I usually like everything it plays. The Eric face could be a Discord. Yeah. We already talked about that. Ooh, well, until you need a new one on YouTube, that is. You created a monster with these emotes because right now I'm doing shots and dabbing on the haters. Jeez. Doing shots and dabbing on the haters, Superfly. All right, man. So, Yasan Subihi, I still didn't see your question when I scrolled back, so hopefully you asked it again. I'm trying to catch up to the chat here. I watched the Patriots, like watching greatness. Dude, I watched the Patriots hoping they'll lose. They're the one, like, greatness. I'm like, all right, it's time. That's enough. Enough Cheatriots can go die. I don't actually want them to die, but you know what I mean. Jeff Locker says, have I played Doom after the most recent patch? I have not. My copy of Doom has gone missing. I honestly don't know where it is. The physical cartridge is gone, as is the box. And I don't know what happened to it. That 1-2 switch and arms. All 3 of those are missing. I should probably ask Eric. He might have borrowed them and never told me. Because like my physical Switch games are usually right here. And I've got Mario plus Rabbids in there. Zelda's back here. I should probably put that back in there. So Zelda's here. I've got Odyssey in my Switch. And yeah, all my 3 other physical games are missing. I mean, the 1-2 switch and arms isn't too bad. I don't play those games as much now. But I wanted to play Doom after, and I can't find it. I might have to pick up a new physical copy of Doom. It's kind of upsetting, but I've heard it's pretty nice, though. The new motion controls, especially. NHL players in hockey, yeah. Yeah, the NHL players in hockey thing. I kind of like going with the youngers. Like, because not having NHL players in there can give us a chance at another one of those 1985 stories again. But the chance of that ever happening again is slim to none, in my opinion. For the men, anyways. But, I think Fortnite is going to come to Switch this year. I don't know, Dojin VX9. I have no idea. I honestly have no clue. I know there's a rumor out there about Fortnite coming to Switch. Who knows? I mean, it's nice because it's Ubisoft, so it's possible because Ubisoft likes Switch. But Undernet, yeah, good evening, man. Zachary left for 20 minutes. Yeah, Miyamoto looks grizzled, like he can throw down. Miyamoto probably can throw down. I won't be surprised if he does like jiu-jitsu training or some sort of workout training that's all about self-defense or something. So Humanopoly, Goku won't be added unless Nintendo pays a lot of money. Here's the thing. I don't think Nintendo pays anyone. I think they pay Nintendo to put their characters in Smash. I guarantee you that Konami sent a payment to Nintendo to include Snake in Smash Bros. I guarantee you that that's how it goes down. I doubt Nintendo reaches out to those companies and they're like, hey, let me pay you to use your character in our game when Nintendo doesn't need to use their character in their game. It's free promotion for those characters. Nintendo doesn't need outside third-party characters in Smash. But third parties want their characters in Smash. So I would think that Goku to be in there, it's not going to be because they're protective. It's going to be because they want the free advertisement. Well, it's not necessarily free because they pay for it, but you know what I mean. WCW versus NWO. Yeah, I remember that game. SmackDown, here comes the pain boy. Jeez. Later, you'll see Sobia. Sorry, I literally missed your question. I still didn't see it when I scrolled up. WCW guy. Okay. WCW. The five-time. Sorry. Got Booker on my mind. Oh, it's the only thing I ever... Whenever I think of WCW, I can only think of Booker. Oh, yeah, Jesus Alfaro just got here. Hey, man. Scrolling up here. I love when everything just kind of gets popping and I miss questions. You can't go losing games, Nate. I know, Gabriel Perillo. I know, right? I don't know what happened to him. I probably need to put an extra lock on my office. I wonder if my kids took him and tried to put him in their 3DS or something. At least I haven't lost Mario plus Rabbids, Super Mario Brothers, or Zelda. Those are I play those ones a lot. So, yeah, I just gotta put an extra lock on my office. That's the one thing that's nice about digital. You can't lose your games. Well, you can lose your game saves, but you can lose that physical too. But you can't lose your games. Oh, Yassine got a question in. Question was, do you think there will be an FPS game coming to Switch, and what franchises? Sure, there'll be FPS games coming to Switch. I mean, technically Doom was one. We're going to get Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus. That's another. If you're talking about multiplayer ones, I think we'll eventually get a Call of Duty game of some type. I think Activision isn't going to ignore Switch forever. I don't think we're ever going to get a Battlefield. It's possible we get Fortnite or PUBG someday. Although, those are more third-person shooters, aren't they, right? No, those are first-person. Those are first-person. I don't know why I said third-person. Probably because when you die, it zooms out and you see the death animation. Yeah, I think that's where I stand. I think, there's going to be... There could be others, but those are the big ones I think we'll get. Fire Soul, if you go to E3, will you live stream or do regular videos or both? The E3 game plan hasn't been fully mapped out yet. It won't be mapped out till I get closer to E3. What I can tell you is I'm going to do one attempt at live streaming from the show floor with my phone. It'll probably be short. It'll probably be like a 10, 15, 20-minute live stream. I don't know if it's going to work because internet at E3 is very, very sketchy. So I have to hope I get a good connection. And yes, even using your cell phone, there's so many people there, there's a lot of interference. But I'm going to try at least one live stream. If that all fails, which it probably will, there's still going to be our regular videos. The regular videos aren't going to be like what you're used to. You know how you would watch Nintendo's event and then I would do a reaction to it, or I would do a recap of the biggest news. There won't be a video like that because Nintendo's stuff happens right before the show floor opens. So literally, I will be watching Nintendo's event at E3 at the convention center, and then literally entering the convention center right when it's done. But what you're going to see is a lot of original content. So you're going to see interviews. You're going to see exclusive gameplay clips of all the various Nintendo games, and hopefully me doing something in those Nintendo games that no one else is doing. As an example, with Breath of the Wild, I took down Stone Talus at the time. And I was like the first person to do that. So stuff like that. Stuff that no one else is doing. That's my goal with that stuff. So you guys see content that's different than other channels. You're going to see a podcast of all-in-person podcast. Hopefully a bunch of collab videos with a bunch of other YouTubers, since a bunch of YouTubers are there at the same time, so it makes a lot of sense to collab and all that stuff. My full plans for E3 are not actually fleshed out yet. I have not contacted anyone or made any plans yet. Not until we get to the $2,000 mark am I going to start making actual E3 plans. Because right now I'm not convinced we're going to get there. Maybe we are going to hit our $3,500 mark, but I need to be about 2/3 of the way there or so before I start making serious plans. Because once I start making plans, I hate being like, oh, I got to back out. I can't do this. I can't do that. Because now we didn't raise enough money or whatever. Savage Airborne, the 12-year-old maturing adult. Oh, Lancelot Loot. Hold on. I gotta take a drink. It's getting a little parched. Human Obelisk says, is drinking challenge who could down the most shots of absinthe without passing out, Reggie Fils-Aimé or Tatsumi Kimishima? Probably Reggie Fils-Aimé. Let me explain why. Reggie Fils-Aimé is taller and like bigger. Like Fils-Aimé isn't skinny, right? He's not like this kind of fat, but he's got some girth to him. So he's a bigger man. Bigger men can usually hold down their alcohol more. Now he could have health issues. Maybe he doesn't have a great liver. Maybe he is a lightweight. Just because like you can be fat like me and still be a huge lightweight. Like one shot of vodka and you're just under the table. But I'm willing to bet that Tatsumi Kimishima isn't much of a drinking man, and that Reggie's had quite a few more drinks at the NOA parties. So I think he could hold down more absinthe than Tatsumi Kimishima. Again, total shot in the dark, total guess. I obviously have never drank with either of them. Have no clue, never seen them drinking. Haven't heard any of their drinking stories. But just a guess. And I think Reggie's younger as well. Usually youth allows you to drink a little more than usual because your liver is healthier. Geo King R, think Nintendo would just keep building upon Smash? Do you honestly think anyone will settle for less characters now? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, the thing is, if there was less characters, I think we would just accept it because there's nothing we can do about it. But man, the Smash roster is getting so huge, isn't it? Man, it's so bad. It's so big. But you know, maybe it's just one of those games that works that way. Like they can just keep adding, and no one really gets mad. So, I mean, I'm just trying to think of like 5 Smash games from now. What is there going to be? 65 plus characters? Like, holy crud. But whatever. I guess I wouldn't really be mad. They'd have to start categorizing them by like franchise at least, or genre or something. Because I don't know how you're going to get them all on the screen at the same time. But Red Mally says you should play Dragon Quest Builders. You'll think I love it. I think you'll love it. Well, here's the thing. I don't like builder games, and I don't like Dragon Quest. So combining the two, I don't know how that's going to make me like it. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad game, by the way. It's just like a preference thing. Let's see here. Hope The Division or Rainbow Six Siege comes to Switch in 2 years or so. God, that would be so... I know. I wouldn't mind it. Those are just such late ports. Well, people... Jesus says, well, people are getting Szechuan sauce resupply once again. God. February 26th. That's going to be war. I wish they would just, like, bring it back for good for, like, 6 months. Then people would stop, like, fighting over the Szechuan sauce. The thing is, the Szechuan sauce isn't that bad. It's a decent dipping sauce. I just wish that they would not do limited runs like they've done. Just bring it back for a little while and people will stop fighting over it. Gabriel Pearl says, when do you think another Switch OS update? I feel like there's so much. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to get any more major updates until they release the online system. In, what is it, September now? They said it's coming. So, in September. That'll probably be the next massive OS update. Dex says, did you know the original Battlefield 1942 was going to be exclusive on Nintendo GameCube? But since online was so bad, they made it in the PC. I had no idea. And I don't know if that's true. I mean, you're telling me it's a fact. I don't know you. I don't know if it is a fact. I didn't Google it. So, I guess it wouldn't really surprise me. Battlefield 1942 was excellent on PC. That game was fun. I heard a rumor that Modern Warfare 2 is getting remastered. If so, that it is coming to Switch. Okay. Sure. Let me see here. Just scrolling down. Jesus says, did I see that Genyo Takada got the Lifetime Achievement yesterday at the DICE Awards? Yep. I didn't see his speech or anything. Or did the DICE Awards happen yet? I don't even know if the DICE Awards happened yet. But yeah, I knew he was getting the Lifetime Achievement Award. Well deserved. Mark Greenberg, how are you? He says, I haven't been to a Q&A in a while. I was wondering, top 5 hopes for Pokemon Switch. First off, Mark Greenberg, welcome. I know you've been popping in and out of some of the streams. You haven't been to a Q&A in a while. Seems like you've had a pretty busy month. It happens. My top 5 hopes for Pokemon on Switch. They do something different and surprise us. Whatever that is, I don't know. I can't tell you what it is. Something different. I want it to be something that's going to surprise everyone, whether they're an older gen Pokemon fan like me or fans of the new games. Something surprising, shocking, in a good way. Number 1. Number 2, I'm hoping that it's not traditional top-down style. I'm hoping they go full first person or over-shoulder third person. I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to be top-down, but again, this is my hope. Hope number 3. That there's just one game instead of 2. I know it's a minor thing. At least I think it's a minor thing. But I think they're going to charge $60. So I think there should just be one Pokemon Switch game instead of like the traditional 2. I don't know if that's going to upset people. But I don't know. I don't want to spend $120 day one to have Pokemon. So that's Desire 4. Let's see. This would be interesting. This is never going to happen. But for your starters, they let you choose from any of the prior starters released in the franchise. So every starting Pokemon that you've been able to choose over all the generations of Pokemon, at the beginning of Pokemon on Switch, you can choose from that entire pool. I would obviously choose Charmander. But I think that would satisfy a lot of people. That's not going to happen. We even posted up a video with a rumor and a report on how, like, here's some new starters, like brand new Pokemon or whatever. So it's not going to happen, but that's a desire of mine. And for my 5th hope for the new Pokemon game on Switch, this just that I enjoy it. I guess I don't really know. I don't want to tell people what this game should be because I don't even know what I want it to be. I just know I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to play it for at least 10 hours and see how I feel after 10 hours. Because I want to get sucked back in. I'm afraid to get sucked in, but I want to get sucked back in. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. I know the binging with Babish. They did that episode to make you know Szechuan sauce. I know I saw that episode. I know. But when people want the Szechuan sauce from McDonald's, it's not really about the fact that you can't just make your own. All the sauces McDonald's have, you can make your own of, right? Like, you don't have to ever get it. It's about the novelty of it, right? It's a novelty item. It's a Rick and Morty item now. Before it was a Mulan item. It's just a novelty thing. People want to have it for the novelty of it. It's like a collector's thing, basically, at this point. Some people want it just so they could sell it. Hey, Merc with a mouse. Subscribe. Thanks for subscribing, man. Probably getting a 5.0 firmware update in the coming months. Maybe, who knows? Nintendo doesn't communicate very well with us, so who knows when we're going to get it. Supposedly the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce is the same as any Szechuan sauce. Well, that's the thing. It's the exact same Szechuan sauce they released back in the 90s with Mulan. It's Szechuan sauce. It's nothing super special about it. Just that McDonald's... Like my favorite sauce at McDonald's is hot mustard. And for like 3 years, my local McDonald's stopped carrying hot mustard. And it upset me. And now they brought hot mustard back. I didn't make a big deal out of it. Not even every McDonald's today has hot mustard. It is what it is, you know, man. Like, they change out sauces all the time. So, again, it's only popular because of the Rick and Morty thing. And that's fine. I actually like the Rick and Morty show. I don't always like some of the Rick and Morty fans, but you know what? I feel like the ones I don't like are like the extreme end of the fans. And to be honest, I'm not really that into the extreme end of any fandom. So, it's not really exclusive to Rick and Morty. Pokemon Gen 1 was the best Pokemon Gen. The later games got so bland and boring. Oh, jeez. We have a Gen 1er! Gen 1er alert! It's okay, GU King Heart. I get what you're saying. Let's see here. Make sure I don't miss anything. I don't think the choose any starter would happen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. But again, he asked my top 5 hopes. That's one of my hopes. I dream of starting a game with Charmander again. Just because I don't want to have to try to find a wild one. I would just like to have it right away. I don't want to put in the work. Let's see here. Mark Greenberg says, I really want a Pokemon League like the anime and make the Elite Four people in the tournament. I doubt they do this, but I want a real tournament. Okay. Ryan Lillis says, when do you think we'll get a Nintendo Direct? I'm not even going to venture to guess at this point. I think the next major Nintendo event is going to be E3. So after E3. So November? Maybe? October? Somewhere in there? Nate starts screaming at the top of my McDonald's. I want my... Oh, jeez. Like that guy in the video. I want my Szechuan sauce. No. I didn't freak... Like, I was upset. I wasn't upset. I was disappointed when my local McDonald's wasn't carrying hot mustard for a few years. I worked at McDonald's at the time when they stopped carrying... Like, they were carrying it when I worked there, and then they stopped. And I was like, really? I kept telling the store manager, I'm like, come on, order a case just for me. I'll pay for it. But it is what it is. I mean, they still had other sauce. Like, I like buffalo sauce as well. As long as they carried buffalo sauce, I was still good for eating nuggets and stuff. But because I'm not really big into honey mustard or honey or barbecue sauce or any of that stuff. I like hot mustard and I like buffalo, and that's basically it for what I like dipping my stuff into. And Szechuan sauce, it's okay. I mean, I think it's okay anyways. The thing is, I actually had one of the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauces from my local McDonald's, but I ate it. I probably should have sold it on eBay, to be honest. I guess I didn't. I wasn't catching on. When I got it, I didn't think it was a big deal, so I guess I really wasn't catching on to just how big a deal it was and the money I could have made off it. You know, I probably could have made a few $1,000 selling that damn sauce back. Instead, I ate it. And it was all right. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was what I remember from when I was a kid when Mulan came out. Go play Dragon Quest Builders. You guys just keep begging me to play that game. Don't own it. Don't plan to buy it. If you want to start with Charmander, I have a Pokemon Red you can have. I don't even have a Game Boy to play it on anymore, man. Humanopolis says, if you could be transported and forced to live inside any Nintendo game universe forever, What would it be and why? Any Nintendo game universe. Is there a Nintendo universe where you live forever? Because that would be the one I want to live in. Man, Nintendo game universe. Probably the Mushroom Kingdom? Because you can get the 1-ups. Although if you're in Hyrule, you can capture fairies. And those bring you back to life when you die. And they seem to bring you back to a former version of yourself as well. It's like a fountain of youth situation. But then 1-ups bring you back to when you're little. Huh. I don't know. Some way to live forever. And also I'm very creative. My imagination is not as crazy for it. Nugs or tendies. I don't know what that is, Superfly. Burgamer says, why don't they put all the starters in the wild? Normally you can't catch any starters. I want to be able to catch all of them at least. Yeah, I mean, you know what? That's probably what I should have put. My fifth hope for the game is that all, 809 Pokemon? That all 809 Pokemon are obtainable in the game. That you do not need to transfer them from other games to have all of them. It is a desire. I always want that desire in every game. I want every Pokemon game that comes out to be able to allow you to capture all the Pokemon. Because to me, one of my favorite things to do is to catch them all. And I will catch 809 damn Pokemon. You know, or train and raise them and you know, whatever, get the Pokedex filled out. But I'm not going to, I don't want to have to use, like, you know, 10 different games to get them. And I know there's, like, the Pokebank and trades and all that stuff, but, like, it shouldn't be that difficult. They either exist in the world or they don't. You think you might be done for this stream? All right, Duo. See ya, man. Nate, what if you do a Pokemon marathon and play through all the games? Not gonna happen. You know how long it takes me to play Pokemon games, man? I mean, it's like 100+ hours for each game. I go nuts playing those games. Yes, I ate the sauce. There's a demo for Dragon Quest Builders. That's great, and I'm not gonna download it. In Animal Crossing, you never die. Okay, that's true. But in Animal Crossing, I have to sit there, enter gems that, you know, so you don't die in Animal Crossing. Yeah, but in Animal Crossing, I have to pick weeds all the time. That doesn't sound fun either, man. I don't even pick weeds in real life. In fact, I might be paying someone else to come take care of my yard this year. It's only because I got an ad in the mail that's actually cheaper than me doing the lawn myself. Usually I treat my lawn 4 times a year, and it costs $200 per treatment, and I do that myself, and I could just pay like $300 and have someone else treat my lawn 5 times a year. So why wouldn't I just pay someone else to do it? Obviously, they get like the non-brain NAM industrial stuff, so like it's a lot cheaper for them. That's why they can charge so little. Let's see. Humanopoly says, I mean, my choice in terms of second-party exclusive Nintendo game is Pokemon, but first-party would have to be Zelda. All right. 807. Oh, 807 Pokemon. My bad. Firesoul says, except for Legendary, they need to be kept version exclusive and event exclusives. No, they don't. That is another thing I hate about Pokemon. Okay? When Red and Blue and Yellow were out, you could capture all Pokemon in the games. Okay? Screw event exclusives. Screw, version exclusive things to different games. No. Pokemon exist in the world of Pokemon. So have them all available in the world of Pokemon. Don't make them like, oh, you have to go to an event to get this Pokemon. Nah, forget that. Yes, you can still have event Pokemon where they hand you a really hard to get Pokemon. But that Pokemon should still be obtainable in the game. I disagree with that entirely. It is the number one thing they have done with Pokemon since Gen 1 that I hate. I hate that they made it so you cannot obtain all the Pokemon in the game. It is so stupid. It's the stupidest thing they've ever done. It is the most frustrating, idiotic thing that they are basically saying, if you want to catch them all, you have to travel the damn world. Forget that. Some people can't go to events and do these things. They can't They don't have them in their area. It's dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. It literally broke one of the main things I loved about the game, which was catching them all. Because you can't catch them all. You literally cannot catch them all. It's stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Sorry. I know I just got kind of mad for a second. But it really makes me mad. It's like the number one thing that upsets me about what they've done with Pokemon over the years. In Animal Crossing, you trade your death for eternal debt. Prime is offering a job. He should start a Patreon to get his weeds cut. No. They're not cutting my weeds. They're actually treating my lawn. So weed killer, aerating the lawn, fertilizing, blah, 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 all that stuff. It's something that costs me more money to do myself. Isn't that weird that it costs myself more money to do it myself? I hated getting all 721 Pokemon in Pokemon Omega Ruby. I hate to get Pokemon from GBA games I had. Tedious process. GBA to Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Heart Gold, Soul Silver to Black and White 2. Black and White 2 to Pokemon Bank. Pokemon Bank to... that's just dumb. It shouldn't be that difficult. Human says, on the flip side, if you'd be killed by any Nintendo character, who would it be and why? That's dark. I don't want to be killed. I want to live forever. So I'm not going to answer that one. That's so dark. Screw event Pokemon, right? Yeah, screw event Pokemon. Yes. Okay, Mr. Meme. So Red, Blue, and Yellow all had exclusive Pokemon in each game. You are correct. But Red, Blue, and Yellow are also all part of the same generation. So you could buy all 3 of those games from the first generation and get all the Pokemon. You didn't have to go to events. You didn't have to attend special things. You didn't have to go to a Pokemon movie and get it unlocked. You just got all the Pokemon in the games. Yes, you had a trade between the games. That's true. But it was still all in the same generation. So, as an example, when Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out, in my ideal world, between those 2 games, you'll be able to obtain all 807 Pokemon. But you can't. You can't. Between those 2 games, you cannot get all 807 Pokemon. You need to go through a lot of different methods to get them. So, you are correct in your statement that they had exclusive Pokemon in each game, but they were all part of the same gen, so it didn't matter. You could still, within the single generation, get all of the Pokemon when I was a kid. And yes, I had all 151. I had all 151, and guess what? I had all 151 on all 3 games. Yes, I did a lot of trading, but whatever. I pulled it off. Can't do it now. Can't do it without using previous generations of games, going to events. It's just dumb. Dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. My opinion, of course. Some people probably like it. I think it's dumb. I'm not saying they can't hand out Pokemon at events. It just shouldn't be exclusive. Alright. Let's see here. We had a glitch to get Mew in Gen 1. Yeah. Admittedly, I did glitch. But the thing is, even though I had to glitch to get Mew, I still could get it. That was my point. It was still obtainable. It was still obtainable in Gen 1. So yes, you could get, if you had all the Generation 1 games, all 3 of them, you could get all 151 Pokemon. It was possible at the time. I didn't say it was enjoyable, but it was possible to get them. Anyways. Zelda to be killed by because she only seals me away as the bad guy. Jeez. Sure. Oh, well, I suppose Link is the one that actually destroyed Beast Ganon in Breath of the Wild. Spoiler! Spoiler! Hey-oh! Pickety-pipey animations flops into the stream. Jeez. Adam David, you know what game doesn't have version-exclusive Pokemon? Dragon Quest Builder. You guys are not going to let Dragon Quest Builders go, are you? You're going to be like, every single stream I do from here on forward, there's just going to be a swath of like a dozen people being like, you need to go play Dragon Quest Builders. Nate, go play Dragon Quest Builders. Hey, Nate, go play Dragon Quest Builders. Hey, Nate, play Dragon Quest Builders. I didn't go to an event to get Mew, Firesoul. I glitched him. Mew was in the game. You had to glitch to get him. All the event did was unlock Mew, but Mew was actually already in the game. So I glitched, got him. Again, I hated that they made it an event thing back then. But it's even worse now. Like, that was a single Pokemon. It's not just one anymore, man. It's a ton of them. I want to live forever because I know what's here and I don't know what's on the other side, so to speak. I want to live forever. I want to learn how to fly high. Yeah, Ultimate Keymaster, yeah. The glitch to get Mew wasn't that hard to do. It was figured out, like, way back when, and it's anyone can do it. It's super easy. So while it was an event Pokemon, I didn't have to go to the event and I could still get it. Edward Norton, shot for your fiery Pokemon rant. What is it up with it lately? Yesterday and today, things turned into Pokemon for some reason. Why? Why are we talking about Pokemon? I suppose everyone's ready for Pokemon on Switch, right? That's what it is. People are waiting for it. Man. Keep forgetting how much I just do not like UV Red. Let's see here. I have a Pikachu-based channel. It's nice, man. Congrats. I'm good at putting close together like that. What the heck? Whoa, 131,000 subscribers? Pipey Animations? Really? You have 131,000? Nice, man. Well, thanks for checking out my stream. I appreciate it. I assume that's... Yeah, it is. 54 Peter Casey. Well, hey, man. Thanks for checking out my stream. I really appreciate it. It doesn't look like you upload extremely often. But when you do, your videos do really well. Well, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you popping up in the stream. You make short cartoons. That's cool, man. I'll have to check out your stuff sometime. I have your channel open in another tab, so probably when I get done with the stream, I'll watch a couple of videos. Well, thanks for checking this out. I really appreciate it. It's called Pika PT. Sorry, Pika PT. You know, that makes sense because your name is, what was it? I just read it. Jeez. How to describe your channel? Peter Casey. So Pika PT, I guess that makes a lot of sense. Now officially a Prime meme. Feel like if you did the demo for half an hour on a stream, they'd stop. No. No! No! I would rather play Paw Patrol on stream. It's a quest builder game. Oh, it's not a builder game, it's a quest game. It's a quest builder game. Yoshi Switch, a day went by. I have to see some more, Brett Donahue. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a day one for me. I have to see some more. Superfly Guy says, Nate, have you ever heard of this new game from Square Enix called Dragon Quest Builders? Jeez. I should just start ignoring anything that says Dragon Quest. Matthew Campbell says, totally disagree, Nate. You have to account that 7 gens happened since the last time you played. Well, okay, that's not true. I have played other gens of games. I just didn't buy them. I tried them out, though. Like, when people that I was around had them, I tried them out. So I have played other gens. Just not enough to get a good feel. You can't disregard all the other lands you have to travel to catch them all. Matthew Campos, there's an easy solution for that on Nintendo Switch. All of the lands available in one game. Mic drop. Mic drop. That was a me simulated mic drop. It's actually a Master Sword drop. But whatever. Mic drop. Why can't we have all the lands in one game? It's all the same world, right? It's one world split up into different lands. So all the lands in one game. You can do that on Switch. Why can't we have that on Switch? Come on. open world Pokemon that has everything together, just like World of Warcraft did, combining all the lands, is a dream of mine, man. Make it happen. So you could totally disagree, but the counter is put all the lands in one game. Problem solved. Stop the Pokemon talk. Let's talk Dragon Quest Builder. Not going to happen because I'm not interested in Dragon Quest Builders. So you guys can keep asking for it, but all I'm going to do is read your comments on it. Pika PD wants to know, are you drinking drinky? I am drinking. I am not drunk, if that's what you're asking. I do. Obviously, you can see I take super chats and donations. The donations obviously go towards the E3 fund. Super chats, you know how it works. You're a YouTuber, but super chats go towards, my ad funds or whatever. And yeah, I do shots for that stuff. I'm not doing rum chata. I usually do rum chata for the $9 or under, but I'm actually just doing cap shots of UV cherry, and then I'll do full shot glass shots for the 10 to 49. Then obviously the Cannon Blast for 50, and then $100 plus to bust out the tequila. The only time I've ever puked on a live stream was from tequila. So I don't even know if I had $100 donation since that night. I think people are afraid to make me throw up again. It's pretty rare I throw up. It was only because I did 3 of them in a row. And it's pretty rare that we get 3 $100 super chats in a row. That's nuts. It's happened, but it's very rare. A night like that happens like maybe once a month. And I never know when it's going to happen. That's the crazy. I never know when the crazy nights are going to happen with super chats. They just, like the one that happened this month, Super Metal Dave of all people popped in. He's another YouTuber I follow and I enjoy, and I've never really even had a one-on-one conversation with him. And here he popped in and started just dropping $50 donations, and that got the ball rolling. And then like Neil Willis showed up, and then all of a sudden it was getting nuts that night. That was a fun night. G King Heart says, so what's your favorite enemy in Dragon Quest Builders? Matthew Campbell, a game like that would be massive. That's fine. What's wrong with that? A game like that would be massive. We're talking World of Warcraft massive with constant updates and patches. So, why can't we have that? You just gave an example, or I guess I gave the example. A game that already does it. It's proven it can be done, so let's do it. Pokemon, can you imagine if they had like an MMO style Pokemon game, or like a game that has all the lands in one? How popular that game would be? Hey, Pika PD Animations. Drink. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Oh, sorry. I was almost about to do a full shot for that. That's actually only a cap shot for $9 and under, but thank you so much, my man. Cap shot. And by the way, I don't even like UV Cherry. The UV Cherry keeps biting my tongue on those cap shots. Thank you so much for your support, man. I appreciate it. I love when fellow YouTubers pop in and show some support. Because sometimes I feel like when I go to other people's live streams on YouTube and then I like throw a few bucks their way, like I always feel like, well, I'm like the only YouTuber that seems to ever see. I never see like other YouTubers do it. I don't know. I believe in supporting creators, so thank you so much, man. See. Hold on. You just said your actual name. What is my actual name posted on my channel? Yeah. I don't know. I think it's in the About section of your channel. Yeah. The About section of your channel. Now, I'm going to say this because it's public. It says, my real name is Peter Casey. I work in the industry as a professional animator. This YouTube channel is my hobby, and I make short films in my spare time. Please turn on notifications. So yeah, your real name is on your channel, if you didn't know that. Oh, there's the $10. Drink more. He wants me to do the full shot. He just realized the rules. You know, the $10 to $49 is going to get a full shot tonight. Because I said, normally $9 and under is rum chata, which is only 13% alcohol. This is 30%. So basically, I cut the shot in half and do a cap shot just to try to make myself not get too hammered off like $1 donations or something. Because we'll have people that'll do that. They'll be like, I'm just gonna do like 20,000 $1 donations, and you're gonna get drunk. I'm like, no. Come on now. I I can't do $1 shots of UV Cherry. I wouldn't even be able to pay for the bottle. Donate $20 so I can donate. Okay, I'll read that when I get there. I'll read that when I can get there. I'm not caught up with the chat. So Pika Petey knows, and other people, like, I stop the chat so I don't miss anything, and then I go through and read all the questions on Q&A night. So all the recent stuff, like, I'll sometimes catch it on OBS, but I catch up eventually. Woo! I get that cough out. Well, I need a beverage up in here. Don't want to do another kickstart because I don't want to be up till 4 a.m. So yeah, so I opened a Pepsi that's got caffeine. It's got significantly less caffeine than a kickstart, though. And eventually I'll have a water here. All right, let me get that shot in for you. Thank you so much for your support, man. I think I realized what it is. When I do the full shot, it goes to the back of my throat better. Probably because it gets deeper in there. When I do the cap shot, it hits my tongue. So, like, when I just did this shot, it went all the way to the back of my throat and never hit my tongue. But when I do it with the cap, it hits my tongue and it, like, bites it. Oh, man. I also have UV Blue back there if I need to get into it. Then, as I said, obviously, I talked about the Cannon Blast and the tequila. Probably going to have to go on a booze run here in March. And get some new bottles. Might be switching it up with some Goldschlager, Rumpelmints. I'll have to see. I'll have to look at the alcohol percentages. Because I like to have... Rum Chata is like my base. Because I can drink like a whole bottle of that. And probably be okay. Probably be okay. Let me see here. Humanopoly says, if I could be friends with any Nintendo character, but you with these interesting questions, but you could only see them, meaning you don't have bragging rights, and everyone would think you're crazy if you told them, who would it be and why? Well, can the character talk to me? I don't care if anyone else can see them, as long as I can talk to them. Then again, you could argue I'm just making it up in my head, and I could do that anyways, and it can be any character I want. In fact, I have dreams about different video game characters, so I guess this already happens. But if I could be friends with any of them, I don't know. What's a character that gives good advice? I could use a friend that I only talk to for advice. Who would give good life advice? Rossetti from Animal Crossing, right? Be giving me lots of advice. Rossetti, that'd be a terrible choice. I don't know. You tell me, Humanopoly, who you would pick. Pokemon Go, I never gave up. I still play. Hey, Elizabeth is here. Nice. Yeah, I don't have Pokemon Go installed on this phone. My last phone, I should probably reinstall Pokemon Go. I don't mind Pokemon Go. Every now and then when I'm bored, I'll pop it up and see if there's a Pokemon around where I am. It's an alright game. There's a game called Quest that has dragons in it. Jeez, you guys. Let me see here. Quest 64. Yeah. I thought Quest 64 was okay when I was a kid. And then Ocarina of Time came out, and I realized just how bad Quest 64 really is. It's pretty bad. I mean, when you didn't know any better, it felt like amazing, but it really wasn't that good. Edward Norton says, any particular fighting game you still like to this day? Soul Calibur, King of Fighters, Bloody Roar. I mean, Smash. I'm not really a big fighter guy. I've never really been a big fighter guy. But if we're talking about like even older fighting games, I still like Primal Rage. I still enjoy some Primal Rage here and there. Yeah, I have a good time with Primal Rage. I've always liked Primal Rage. I always will like Primal Rage. The arcade version or the one that was on consoles, either way. Let me see. I don't spend my YouTube money on alcohol, bro. I mean, you have a job, right? Like, so it's just a hobby. It's just a side thing for you. You could just spend your job money on alcohol. Oh, man. But YouTube is technically my primary source of income now. I do have another job. But as of January last month, I now make more money on YouTube than my other job. But combined, I make an okay living. I'm not rich, but I do all right. I do enough to take care of me and my family. That's what matters. Doing what I love and being able to afford to take care of my family at the same time. It's like living the dream, kind of. I mean, my dream is to obviously have more money than I have, so I could do other things, like take vacations. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll get there someday, right? We're growing. We're starting out. You spend your YouTube money on your YouTube channel, yeah. I have a day job for bills. There you go. Gamer God Wannabe, that was a great live stream. Oh, snap. Pokemon isn't as good as Dragon Quest Builders. Just kidding. Jeez. 3DS has a foot in the grave anyways. Game Freak should put effort in the... Jeez. Geo King says, donate me $20 so I can donate you $20 in a future stream. So I would give you $20 so you could give me my $20 back. Why? If that's the case, why wouldn't I just super chat myself? You guys know I like super chatting myself sometimes, right? I mean, you guys have seen it. You guys have seen it. Here. You know, some people don't believe it. Like, new people come to the stream like, he won't super chat himself, will he? Yes. Yes, I will. I will gladly super chat myself. I don't do shots for free. So if I want to do a shot, like I do right now, I will super chat myself. That's a $2 super chat. That is cap shot, baby. I don't do shots for free. I'll pay for my own shots. Oh, yuck. All right. Other than Breath of the Wild, that's a good question. Mr. Memes says, other than Breath of the Wild, what's your favorite 3D Zelda? Man. Hold on. I gotta think for a second. I'm trying to remember what my top 5 Zelda games were before. Okay. It's either Majora's Mask. Man, hold on. Hold on. My list has changed over the years. The only thing that didn't change is that Zelda 2 was my #1 game. So now it goes Breath of the Wild and Zelda 2. But my 2 through, previously my 2 through 3 spots changed a lot. So Majora's Mask was always up there. Twilight Princess. It was always like Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and yeah. Those were the ones that always competed for me. Skyward Sword isn't in my top 5. No, not in my top 5. It's ahead of Ocarina of Time. I think I'm going to go with Majora's Mask. I hope that's not cliche, but Majora's Mask for me would probably be my second favorite 3D, quote-unquote 3D one. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh! Pikapedia left. Hey, man. See you, man. Gotta go to bed. Nice chatting with you. Hey, thanks for stopping by. And thanks so much for your support of my channel, man. I really appreciate any and all support. So thank you so much. Superfly guy says, Nate, what are the best Pokemon game names you can think of? Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Coliseum. I just love those names. Like the whole Stadium, Coliseum, like epicness of that all. I really like those a lot. Like that's me being serious. I really like those game names. I also really like the games, but I like the names. The names just sound like epic. Like something like when you say, dude, I'm gonna play Pokemon Stadium. Dude, something's getting thrown down right now. Man, I'm gonna go to the Coliseum. I'm gonna go play Pokemon Coliseum. Throw down right now. Part of that's because I obviously like the Roman Coliseum and all that stuff, but like history wise. I'm not saying like it's a terrible history, gladiators and bloodbaths and all that stuff, but like if there was one period of time I wish I lived in, it was in the height of ancient Rome. Because I love reading about the gladiator games, so it would have been cool to watch. Now I understand slavery, like it's bad. I know it's bad, but I don't know. Like I would like to witness a gladiator game, like an actual to the death battle. maybe that makes me sound like a terrible person. I don't know. I hope it doesn't make me sound like a terrible person. Probably does. I don't know. I've always been really interested in that history and stuff. So, like, if there's one thing I wish I could do, I wish I could time travel so I can witness like big events in history. Pokemon Stadium, Silver, Coliseum. Yeah, see, Silver and Gold didn't really do anything for me. I think 20K $1 super. Oh my god, if we had 20,000 $1 super chats, I would probably be dead. Well, the thing is, I would stop at some point. Like, I would just not do shots at one point, like, because I don't want to die. But I would think of something, some other thing I could do for the $1, because I don't want to like make them feel like they paid for nothing. But that is a bad idea to have all regions in one. I remember playing Gold and Silver in Kanto. All of my Pokemon were OP and destroying all the gym leaders there. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. The game could be balanced. It wouldn't be... Like, if all the regions are in one, you could balance the game around having all the regions in one. Just like World of Warcraft was balanced around having all the regions together. Like, you can balance the game to work that way. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. They can make it work, believe me. Believe me. I guess I shouldn't say that, right? Because Donald Trump ruined the word believe me. Or ruined the phrase believe me. Today I learned my channel has a subscriber. Shout out to all my subscribers that make what I do possible. Congrats, Superfly. You have 1 subscriber, man. We can agree to disagree. Obviously, we're going to have to agree to disagree, Matthew Campos. It doesn't really matter. Remember, WoW wasn't free. Sure, WoW wasn't free. It's still technically not. Well, they're making it easier. It's free up to a certain level now. And then you can also use in-game gold to buy game time. So in theory, if you were really dedicated, you could never pay for World of Warcraft now. But just remember, WoW isn't free, and a Pokemon player might be reluctant to pay $13 to $15 a month for a game that's been free their whole life. It hasn't been free though. They still have to pay $40. Like, think about this. They're still paying like $40 or sometimes $80 a year every single year to play Pokemon. So it hasn't really been free. If you think about the grand scheme, it's not really that much different than paying like $10 a month. But I'm not saying they should do that business model. But like, you look at there's plenty of MMOs that don't have that business model. There's other ways to have an MMO or a single player RPG that combines everything together that doesn't cost $13 to $15 a month, man. Like, World of Warcraft is like the only game that's getting away with it. No other MMO can get away with charging. So, I don't know if World of Warcraft's a good example in this case for the monetary method it could take. Let me see here. If I had to live in any Nintendo game, I think Animal Crossing would be pretty chill. Well, it'd be pretty chill because like your life's about doing, menial tasks, fishing, picking apples, and then having sick stuff in your house, including arcade machines. I'd live in the Pokemon world. Dude, I would be so scared of the Pokemon world. Man, I would be scared of the Pokemon world, dude. You can't even see anything. You're just walking in the grass, and suddenly you're dead because you run into a Pokemon. I mean, the way the game works, you don't actually die. How do they not attack the trainers themselves? I wouldn't want to be a slave if I was an animal, man. That's what it's animal slavery in Pokemon. If we're honest, it is animal slavery that we're dealing with in Pokemon. Anyways, other than I already did that one. There's my super chat to myself. Let's see here. Do I like Star Trek or Star Wars? I like Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars guy. $1. Koopa Troopa Poopa. Thank you so much for your buck. I got your cap shot for you. Yeah, so I'm a Star Wars fan. Do I like any other sci-fi shows? I never really considered Star Wars a show. More like a movie franchise. I know there's a whole universe around it now. Yeah, besides comic book stuff, I think of just strict sci-fi that's not a comic book. You know what? I'm trying to remember. There's some shows I used to watch on the Sci-Fi Channel. The thing is, I like sci-fi. Let's be honest. I do. Hold on. Let me look at the Sci-Fi Channel. Like, I know there's that one show they have on the Sci-Fi Channel now when does it come? What's the new episode come out? The Magicians. Man, I like The Magicians a lot. Does The Magicians count as sci-fi? I think it's kind of sci-fi-ish. It's not necessarily outer space. I guess this is more magic and sorcery. Oh man, is there a new season of Magicians I haven't seen yet? Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Is there a new season of Magicians right now? The Magicians? No. Go back. Yeah, apparently there's a new season going on right now. Watch full episodes. Season 3. Season 3 started. I haven't seen Season 3 yet. Oh, I'm going to have to watch that. Let me see. Krypton. I haven't seen Krypton. Depends on what. I guess, like, what do you count as sci-fi? Why do you usually stream at this time? So, I stream every, the regular streams you can count on, usually, unless something happens in my real life, like I'm sick or whatever, is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually about 9 p.m. I like to say 8, but it's usually 9 p.m. Because my kids are in bed, so I have to wait till my kids are in bed. 2, if I'm doing shots, I need to make sure definitely everyone's asleep. I don't want to be, like, you don't want to be inebriated and have to be a parent at the same time, right? That doesn't mean I can't take care of my children. But, like, my fiance's home and blah, blah, so I don't have to worry about it. I always make sure there's someone around if I'm drinking. Yeah, that's basically it. I just wait for my kids to fall asleep. Otherwise, Monday, Wednesday, Friday just works out well for me. It's 3 days a week. Thursdays, I record a podcast. Tuesdays, I take the night off and spend it with my fiance. So, it just kind of works out. It works out to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule for me. So why am I... like, it's midnight. Usually, this is like when I'm done. I'm usually done at midnight. But we'll keep it going for a little bit. Especially if we get some more Super Chats. Super Chats usually makes me do more, like, longer streams. Because, obviously, it helps support what I do. It supports what I do here at the channel. So I will stream as long as necessary if it's helping support my channel. What are you guys talking about? Star Trek there. Mako85. Hey, man. What's up tonight? Just the Q&A. Still going. Have I played Balloon World and Odyssey? Yeah, I played a little bit. I'm like a 5-star. Or level 5. I know that's not very far. But I've played it a little bit. It's alright. It's more fun than I thought it'd be, but it's still just alright. Fire Soul says, have you ever played a Fossil Fighter game? And do you think it's possible for them to come to Switch? I have not. So, no, not sci-fi. No science. The Magicians is so gory. I was shocked when I started watching it. There's a scene where this demon rips this love rabbit up, and there's so much blood. I honestly was like, yeah, dude, The Magicians is Magicians is hardcore. I love the story though. The story's so good. But man, yeah, it's pretty hardcore. It's a show with the amount of goriness in it. It's one of those shows that you would think you would only get on like HBO. Like when you see gore and sex and all this stuff on like Game of Thrones, of course, it's a premium channel and the thing's rated MA. But to see it on like the Sci-Fi Channel, actually, I mean, even the sex in like Magicians isn't that bad. But like the gore, oh man. The gore is pretty intense. It's a good show. I love that show. I didn't realize season 3 started. Because I've seen the first 2 seasons. That makes me mad that I didn't realize it. I have a cable subscription too. God, I'm an idiot. Yeah, dude, The Magicians, it's good. You gotta watch it from the first season. It's really good. It's just really, really good. Billary! Ugh. What's my favorite show that got canceled? Hold on. This might seem like a cop-out. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Hold on. What's it called? There's a show I'm thinking of. I can't remember what it's called. Firefly! That's what it is. God, I loved Firefly so much. Man. But besides Firefly, which that should have lasted way longer than it did. I feel like Firefly might also be a cop-out answer. A lot of people love Firefly. It was one of those shows that came out before it should have. It was like before its time in terms of its comedy and its scope. Kind of like Family Guy. Family Guy at one point got canceled and then came back once it found an audience. Another show that I hate that's canceled, it was Time. House. I love House. What is it, 8 seasons long? I've seen every single season many, many times. And while obviously the first 3 seasons are way better than the last 5. Sorry. The first 3 seasons are way better than the last 5. I wish it was still going on. I know it wasn't as good anymore, but man, I loved just the character of House. And Wilson and Cuddy, even though Cuddy wasn't in the last season because she just didn't want to do it anymore. Man, I love that show. I love that show. I miss that show. I wish there was new episodes coming out. I loved it so much. But yeah, if we're talking about like shows that have 1 season run, like Firefly, man. Firefly all the way. Another show that I don't... Okay, so I really like Heroes a lot. I think a lot of people like the first season of Heroes a lot and then kind of fell off. Because obviously none of the subsequent seasons of Heroes was as good as the first season. I think anyone who's watched Heroes can agree that like the first season of Heroes is just amazing and then it fell apart. But I still really enjoyed season 2 and 3 and I think 4. And then when they brought it back for that temporary run, like was it like 3 years ago or something like at this point? They brought it back for like an extra season or half season to do something. I really enjoyed that little extra sideshow half season thing. And I wish the show would have continued. I don't know. I know it ended up not being as good as it should have been, long haul. But man, I really... Yeah, Heroes Reborn. That was the one for 13 episodes for an event miniseries. You know, I know it got canceled. Will not return. But see, I liked Reborn. Like, I don't know. I like Heroes a lot. I don't know. It's impossible to get the original cast back together. Like, Hayden Panettoni's off doing Nashville, and Nashville's been a hugely successful show on the Country Music Channel. It's actually funny. I just started... I hate country music, right? I absolutely hate it. But because of Hayden Panettiere, I actually started watching Nashville because I have a Hulu subscription. And I was watching the first season. I'm like 6 episodes into Nashville. It's actually pretty good. It's very different from the shows I usually watch. But it's surprisingly good, despite the fact that I don't like country music. I actually kind of like... I'm digging it so far. Let's see here. American Gods. That was a good show. Later, Jesus. Yeah, we did get the Firefly movie, I know. But still, the show ended way too soon. You didn't like when Heroes came back? I mean, the problem when Heroes came back is that obviously it didn't really have much of the original cast at all. And I feel like to bring Heroes back, it really needed the OG cast and something new and crazy happening. Just without it being like, I think what ruined, for me anyways, what made like season 2, 3, or 4 or whatever of Heroes not be as good is that they kept trying to like make Sylar be like this focus of good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy. If they would have just kept him as a permanent bad guy, I think the series would have been a little bit better off. But I still enjoyed it for what it was. I really did. And obviously there was the one season they kind of messed with Hiro Nakamura a little too much. But I really liked it for what it was, and when it came back, I was hoping they would do more with it. And it was I don't know. I liked Reborn. I don't know. I understand, like, I totally understand why people don't like it. Just like I understand why people didn't like the last 5 seasons of House, but I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it enough that I wanted it to continue. Maybe I just can't let go. I can't let go of the things I love. I don't know. That 70s show? Dude, that 70s show is really good. Really, really good. I knew it wasn't going to last because Ashton Kutcher was becoming very, very popular. So was the one chick in there. What's her name? I can't remember her name now. Mila Kunis. She was becoming really popular as well. So, like, I knew the show wasn't going to last because they were going to want to do other things besides that 70s show. But it was a really good show. I never got into Lost. No. Never got into Lost. Hey, Titanium Raids, welcome. There's that one chick in that Nashville show, too, that I recognized. Hold on. I'm trying to look up the cast of Nashville quick. What was the one chick? I don't even know if she's in there past season 1, to be honest. Oh, and Connie Britton. I've actually liked a lot of shows that Connie Britton's been in. Another reason why I started watching Nashville. Despite the fact that I don't like country music. Trying to find this one chick that's in there that I've liked some of the past stuff she's done. And now I can't find her. She must not be in there past season 1 if she's not part of the main cast. But that's alright. Yeah, it must be someone who's just in there for 1 season. Oh well, no big deal. No big deal. Is it Courtney Hanson? No, it's not Courtney Hanson. Anyways. Sorry, I'm like trying to look up trying to look up this person, this actress I really like. I can't remember her name. Maybe I should try to think of another movie she was in. Probably easier to find her than looking through for the 1 season she was in. She was in this show. Anyways, Connie Britton is just beautiful. Dude, yeah. Dude, in Friday Night Lights, she was so good. I miss Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights was like the show that I thought was excellent from the beginning to the end. I mean, obviously, just like anything, the first season of Friday Night Lights is like perfect. I can't think of anything they should have did different in season 1. But I liked all this. I liked everything. Like, it was one of those shows I felt maintained the quality throughout. Just an excellent show. Man, I hated when that show got canceled. I felt like there were still more places to go with that show, but it's all right. But yeah, Connie Britton was really good in that show. Connie Britton's been good in everything I've ever seen her in. She's such a good actress. She's beautiful and she's really, really good at acting. Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are married. Yeah, Jackie and Kelso. Yeah. Obviously, kind of cool because obviously they met through that show. So it's always cool. Cool. Shouldn't really be a surprise. 2 beautiful people fell in love through a show. Dude, Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan's an amazing actor. But yeah, obviously that's the thing. Like the last season of Friday Night Lights was obviously the worst of all the seasons. But dude, Michael B. Jordan's performance in it it carried the show. It was amazing. And the thing is, I felt like the reason it lost steam is the show knew going in that was the final season. And I could just tell that the people who created the show did not want to end it there. Like that they did not want the show to end where it needed where it was at. So because it ended there, what were they gonna do? You know, they were kind of stuck where it felt like they had to end it prematurely. So it kind of affected that whole season. But dude, Michael B. Jordan's performance in that season, God, I wish there was more seasons of that just to get more of Michael B. Jordan. God, he's such a good actor. I'm so glad he got his big break there. I wouldn't even know who the guy is if it wasn't for that movie or that show. Who knows if any of us would? Who knows if he would have got the roles he's gotten since? You know, heck, in Black Panther. How do we know he would have even got that role if he had never been in Friday Night Lights? Amy Teagarden? Who's... Oh, hold on. I'm trying to remember who Amy Teagarden is. Obviously, you're talking about people's real life names. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah. Yeah, okay. I recognize her from the show now. Yeah. That was the daughter of the two parents. Yeah. Okay. I haven't seen any... I don't even know what she's done since that show. She's the one actress that I don't remember seeing her in anything else but that. At least that I've watched. Obviously, she's probably done other acting gigs, but... I know NBA 2K17 was lit too. Nice. Dude, yeah, he was great in Black Panther. He really was. That was a good role for him. Sucks that it's like a one movie for him, but God, it was such a good role. He performed that character about as good as you could perform that character. Oh yeah, dude, in NBA 2K17, dude, they got his handshake in there, like his actual real life handshake. It was really cool. They also yeah, he was really good in NBA 2K17. They what did they have you guys seen the YouTube show Hot Ones? He was recently on an episode of Hot Ones. It was really cool. They dug into a lot of his past and everything. I love the show Hot Ones. It's so good. But yeah, Michael B. Jordan was on a recent episode of Hot Ones. You guys should go watch it if you like Michael B. Jordan. It was really good. She's in Kutcher's new show, The Ranch. She is? Amy Teagarden's in The Ranch? I've watched all of The Ranch. I don't remember her. What's her character in The Ranch? Hold on. I'm going to load up some screenshots that supposedly have her in. Wait a second. Is she the young chick that he got pregnant in The Ranch? No. No. She's not the blonde chick. But who is she in The Ranch? I really don't recognize her character. Like I recognize her in some of these screenshots from The Ranch. But I don't actually recognize her. Like her character. I mean, she's... Yeah, Kelly Gross is Heather, I think. Nikki, as in Amy Teagarden. Nikki. God, I've seen every episode of The Ranch, too. Again, another like country show that I don't like country. But I started watching it because Danny Masterson and Ashton Kutcher, obviously from that 70s show. That's what got me into that. And Alicia Cuthbert. I've had like a little crush on Alicia Cuthbert since I was a kid. Ever since Girl Next Door, something like that. Amy Teagarden. She is... I just don't recognize her character in that show. How many episodes has Nikki been in? I literally don't recognize her from the show. Isn't that weird? She's the girlfriend. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. The cop guy that was from Boy Meets World, right? Like the chubbier guy that used to be in Boy Meets World. Okay, I recognize. Yeah, the wife of him. So that's why. So you don't see her all the time. That's why. Like I recognize her in the show, but like I don't recognize her. Okay, so yeah. So she's not in a ton of the episodes. That's why. How do I like Resident Evil 7? I haven't played it, so I couldn't tell you, Tanya. The VR for Resident Evil... Yeah, dude, I did try the VR for it at E3. Back in 2016. It was pretty good. The Lights Off playing RE7, it's fun, yeah. Dude, Lights Off playing a good horror game is always awesome. It's funny how I don't know the name of that cop guy, like the actor. I just know that he was in Boy Meets World. Isn't it crazy? Oh, I don't know the name of that guy, but it was that guy, that bigger guy that was in Boy Meets World. I'm so bad with actor and actresses' names. Seriously. I don't know. Like, most of my favorite actors and actors... no, my favorite ones, I guess I know their names. But the other ones I really, really enjoy. As an example, the guy who plays Corey in Topanga, like the actresses and actors, I don't know the name of them, but I really like them. But I don't know their actual names. I know I can look it up, but I just never bothered to look it up because I just didn't care. Alright, well, that's going to do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I got to go to sleep. But it's been fun. Thanks for joining the Nintendo Prime Q&A, guys. We'll be back again next week Friday. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Monday for a game live stream. Don't know what game yet, but I will let you guys know. Probably on Twitter. I'll let you guys know on Monday. Peace. Oh, yeah, he was in My Name is Earl, too. Yep. Sorry. Bye.